Yeah, ha. It's Cold Red, baby. Yeah. We in the house, go Bears. Woo. Let's go. There ain't nobody hot as Cold Red in your spot. Yeah. Moving through your city, tearing up your block. Woo. With Bears, they're the team to watch. We won't stop until we got the game unlocked, and we can't be stopped. Give them something to crush. Give them something to crunch. Give them a team, they gon' eat them for lunch. Chill. Give them something to block. Yeah.
Let's show them how the Bears do damage. Defense, block 'em, hit 'em high, hit 'em low. Offense, run 'em, touchdown, field goal. Chop, chop, hit 'em, chop, chop, hit 'em, chop, chop, hit 'em, hit 'em, hit 'em, hit 'em, hit 'em. Defense, block 'em, hit 'em high, hit 'em low. Offense, run 'em, touchdown, field goal.
It's Friday night in Texas. That means it's time for some high school football.
Three-step drop, pass across the middle, first down Bears.
Handoff up the middle.
Bears are there, they stuff him. He's got his man beat, diving catch, touchdown Bears, 46 yards. Age around the end, he's got pressure on the quarterback. He's got him sacked, 5-yard loss.
See y'all on game day.
It's Friday night in Texas, and that means it's time for some high school football. Welcome to the Brewer Bear Network. I'm your host, Donnie Foster, joined as always by the great Fernando Fernie Molinar. On stats tonight is Terrence Durham, and we're produced as always by the great John Burka. We're coming to you live tonight from Tim Buchanan Stadium over in Aledo as the Bears get ready for their first district matchup of the season. They come into this game at 2-0, looking to go 3-0 and 1-0 in district. But, Fernie, they got a tough matchup tonight against a really good Aledo squad.
I mean, you can't get much tougher than tonight. Aledo's got that tradition. They've won a lot of state titles. Very well coached. They've always been well coached, and they're dialed in. So the Bears got to be dialed in too. Yeah,
they're ready. And just thinking about some of the key stats after 2 games, Terrence, what are the Bears looking at tonight to improve upon or to just do well in this first district matchup?
I think if the Bears can, and I you hear me say this a lot, right? Have a balanced attack between their offense and between their passing and rushing game. The Bears can maybe keep Aledo honest and not just allow them to pin their ears back and get after our quarterback. I think also the Bears are going to have to clean up some of their penalties. They had 6 penalties, 3 on defense, 3 on offense through 3 quarters last week. And so that's another area where the Bears can certainly clean up and have a better performance.
Thinking about strategy when you face a high-powered offense like Aledo, Fernie, what do you want? Do you want the ball first to kind of try to establish some things offensively, or do you want to defer if you win the toss? What would you do?
I'm always that one that wants to win it and defer it.
Okay.
Because I want it at the beginning of that second half,
Even though you might give up a quick touchdown on defense.
You might.
You'd rather wait and save that for the second half?
I'd rather save it and have it.
All right.
And most coaches do. You'll notice that
do.
most of them do. The thing that tonight that I think the Bears are going to have to really take advantage of is the opportunities they get while they're on defense, because Aledo's defense is ranked pretty high. I mean, it's a pretty solid defense. Their offense obviously it's nothing to be shabby about, but Brewer has one of the best running backs in the district, if not the state. So if they can take advantage of certain things and get him going, we might have a pretty good game here.
Yeah, I think coming into the season, you definitely have to rank Cameron Coleman at the top of our district for sure.
Yeah, for
sure. We don't know how that's going to pan out. And so we know the Bears can run the ball. We know they're going to run the ball. But it's really throwing the ball, passing the ball tonight that's going to be tested. And what do you think that Colton Riles is going to face tonight?
I think Colton's going to face some pressure in his face. He's going to get some short. He's going to need to get rid of the ball quickly because I think the Aledo Bearcats defense is probably going to put some pressure on him. But, we also, starting this new era, we have some of that old Aledo. We have some Aledo mojo in our
new coach is from Aledo.
In our back pocket.
He's a former assistant coach here,
That's right.
And so he's well known over here. They all know him, and so That'll be interesting to see how that dynamic works out for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And absolutely, Colton Riles is going to get tested tonight
Yes.
for sure.
I think they all are, but he
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But that pressure's always on the quarterback. But it's going to be fun to see how he responds. And if you remember last year, it seemed like we played a lot of those tough teams up front.
Yes.
Right.
We played Aledo early. We played Denton Ryan early. We played Richland early.
Yes.
And then it really solidified the Bears for a run at the playoffs. Only come up one win short.
Right, and they were strong down. They were strong down the stretch
they were.
because they had been tested early, and so the Bears have to come in here with the attitude that we can play with anybody, and let the chips fall where they may. Leave it all out on the field.
Yeah, at the beginning of the season, I was going to mention this earlier. Our Cameron Coleman was the number 9th ranked running back in the state to start the season, and he was the only underclassman.
Yeah.
So that says a lot.
Well, here's the thing I've noticed about Coach Amrine is he seems to have that quiet confidence. He
I was going to say that.
Doesn't really come across as the rah-rah kind of coach when you're just talking to him one-on-one. Now in the locker room, he certainly may be that way and give a great speech. But just in conversation, you think about coaches that the Bears have had in the past. And we've had a lot of rah-rah guys.
Yeah.
And I'm a rah-rah guy. There's nothing wrong with that. But Marty Amrine is a little bit of a quiet confidence type of guy. And we'll see. Maybe that plays a difference in how they come out here and compete against these bigger teams like Aledo and Denton Ryan. It'll be interesting to see for sure.
Sure, and I got that
Definitely.
defensive stats through 2 games, and you look at that defensive stats, and it's like it's not a lot of penalties on that defensive stat, and there's not a lot of loafs overall, and you got guys with hundreds of 100 plays with 0 loafs. And so that means those kids are dialed in. You got kids with 70 plays with no loafs.
Yeah, and that's a new stat. We'll talk more about that as the game goes on and explain that to you. But interesting stat that we were given from the coaches, loafs.
You know what? I tell you what.
And it has nothing to do with bread.
I tell you what
right.
that tells me. It says a lot about them, that new coaching staff, and how the kids feel.
Yeah.
Right. And listen, loafs is something that when you start tracking loafs, where you're held accountable is by your teammates, right?
Sure.
And so, it gives the student athletes, something to look forward and say, okay, I better not let my team down, right? I need to be playing from whistle to whistle.
That's right.
From snap to whistle.
Yes.
So, yes.
And I wonder, too, Fernie, you can speak to this, better than probably all of us, but third game of the season, but going to be the warmest game of the season.
Yeah, it's the hottest today.
And that could really play a difference. How if you've already played a couple of games and it just really wasn't all that hot, and suddenly, man, it's blistering Texas hot, how does that affect you?
It does. I'll tell you what it does. It drains you pretty quick. So if you're not hydrated properly, there could be a lot of cramping happening out there.
Yeah,
on both sides.
We'll keep our eyes on that for sure. No doubt about it.
Yep.
Well, listen, the Bears have come in and they played really well the last 2 weeks, getting that win in week 1 against Saginaw, going out there taking care of business. 33-9 was the final. Last week, the game was cut short by the lightning storm, and they just could not get past that. So they called the game. It was non-district, and so they just went ahead and ended that one as it was. 14-10 was the final. It would have been interesting to see how the Bears played in that fourth quarter because that was a tight matchup.
Yeah.
And I felt like they were pretty well matched up with Lake Dallas. I think they were better. I think they would have won, but it would have been interesting for sure.
Yeah, Lake Dallas was definitely driving when the lightning meter went off, and they had just gotten a nice play down to the 40-yard line.
Yeah.
And I think the Bears still would have prevailed, given that they finished the game, because the Bears had just scored on the previous drive and started setting their own momentum, and so.
It was an interesting game. I think this game is going to be a lot different. There's going to be a lot of action in this one, where there wasn't a lot of scoring in the last one. There's going to be a lot of folks running around in this one. It's going to be a high-powered matchup, and if the Bears are going to hang with them, they're going to have to do the same. One of the things that I remember, this is only that I could recall my third time to come out to this stadium and call a game, but in all 3 games, the Bears have run the ball very, very well, kind of unexpectedly well. And so let's hope that's the case tonight, that they catch some people by surprise. And we're sitting there at halftime, and who knows what may happen if Cam Coleman gets going.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it's not a high-scoring game.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yep.
Most definitely. Well, it's a beautiful night for football. If you're across the way watching us, then hey, thanks for tuning in while you're in the stands. If you're at home chilling tonight because it's a little warm, didn't want to get on the road, we're glad that you joined us, always here on the BBN. And we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be ready for the kickoff here, the Bears and the Bearcats. It's going to be an exciting one. Part of our community. One of the best innovations in my lifetime is the emergence of rehab facilities that help us recover after surgeries and medical procedures. Baylor Rehab Facilities are right here in our area and can be found through a simple Google search. The fine staff at Baylor is always ready to help you recover and get back to enjoying life at the fullest. Thank you, Baylor, for being an awesome part of our community.
If you're like me, you love a good snack or a hearty sandwich while watching football or your favorite sports on the weekend. Well, a great place to head over to then is Charlie's Philly Steaks. They'll take care of you and they'll fill you up and you'll be excited to go back over and over again. They're located at 9521 White Settlement Road. Something everyone appreciates is loyalty. We have two very loyal sponsors here on the Brewer Bear Network, and that's Chili's and EECU. Chili's Bar and Grill, located at 300 Clifford Street, one of the most popular places to eat and just hang out with your friends in the entire area. Head on over to Chili's and check out their fantastic menu and tell them you heard about them on the BBN. And of course, EECU, a fantastic credit union that takes care of all of your needs. They're located at 9350 Clifford Street. They have a friendly staff and would love for you to come in and visit them so that they can serve you. Thank you, Chili's and EECU, two of our most loyal sponsors. So let's show them some loyalty and head on over and check out their services.
One of the best innovations in my lifetime is the emergence of rehab facilities that help us recover after surgeries and medical procedures. Baylor Rehab Facilities are right here in our area and can be found through a simple Google search. The fine staff at Baylor is always ready to help you recover and get back to enjoying life at the fullest. Thank you, Baylor, for being an awesome part of our community. One of the best innovations in my lifetime is the emergence of rehab facilities that help us recover after surgeries and medical procedures. Baylor Rehab Facilities are right here in our area and can be found through a simple Google search. The fine staff at Baylor is always ready to help you recover and get back to enjoying life at the fullest. Thank you, Baylor, for being an awesome part of our community.
If you're like me, you love a good snack or a hearty sandwich while watching football or your favorite sports on the weekend. Well, a great place to head over to then is Charlie's Philly Steaks. They'll take care of you and they'll fill you up and you'll be excited to go back over and over again. They're located at 9521 White Settlement Road. Something everyone appreciates is loyalty. We have two very loyal sponsors here on the Brewer Bear Network, and that's Chili's and EECU. Chili's Bar and Grill, located at 300 Clifford Street, one of the most popular places to eat and just hang out with your friends in the entire area. Head on over to Chili's and check out their fantastic menu and tell them you heard about them on the BBN. And of course, EECU, a fantastic credit union that takes care of all of your needs. They're located at 9350 Clifford Street. They have a friendly staff. Would love for you to come in and visit them so that they can serve you. Thank you, Chili's and EECU, two of our most loyal sponsors. So let's show them some loyalty and head on over and check out their services.
We are ready. It's set for tonight. The Bears set to take on the Bearcats over here from Tim Buchanan Stadium in Aledo. The Bears, we're going to assume, lost the toss and we're going to assume they won the toss and defer into the second half. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to
do. We'll assume that.
We were still doing the intro whenever the coin toss took place. And so the Bears will kick off, working their way left to right as we look out of the booth. And so the debate is over. The Bearcats will get the ball first, and we'll see how they do defensively out here for the Bears on this first drive of district play. Set and ready to go. Beautiful night for football. Not a cloud in the sky. Maybe
it's actually a nice night.
Maybe a tiny one out there to the east, but not much.
Not a whole lot of wind, I can tell you that.
Nope, and it's sunny. Bears will be staring into the sun here to begin this one, as this stadium does set east and west. Here comes the kickoff. It's going to be deep, fielded back at about the 6-yard line. It will be returned. Gets through several people, makes a bunch of guys miss. Finally hit the 45-yard line before he's brought down. It's a nice return by the Bearcats.
Yeah, and that's going to be number 6, Walsh, on the tackle for the Bears early, the junior.
So they'll mark him down right at their own 45-yard line. So they'll have a really good starting field position to start this one.
I think Demarion is starting off. Mr. Demarion Walsh is starting off where he left off last week.
Hey, he's definitely up there on the stat sheet as one of the guys that stands out.
Yeah, a lot of tackles. We'll call his name quite a bit tonight. So the Bearcats will come out with this high-powered offense tonight. Number 8 is the quarterback, Nash McElree. 3 wide receiver set, 1 tight end, 1 tailback for the Bearcats. They fake the handoff. Right up the middle goes McElree, and he's got a big gainer. He breaks to the outside. He may take this one all the way. Only one man left to beat, and they finally catch him at the 10-yard line.
That's going to be number 6 again, to Marion Walsh for your Brewer Bears on the tackle.
So long run that time all the way down to the 10-yard line. So make that one that is a 45-yard run.
Big run there. There's a nice read, too.
Yeah, a little read option. This time he hands it to his tailback. Left side, he's hit it about the 5-yard line and brought down at around the 3. And so it'll be second and goal from there. It was first and goal.
Number 17, Kingston Hurst on the tackle for the Bears there.
Nice tackle. Because he had a steam ahead of him there. Did the tailback for the Bearcats. That was Caden Finley, one of the captains tonight.
It looked like he had lots of room. It closed off really quick. Bears were able to get in there quick.
Yeah, some good perimeter defense. Ball on the 3-yard line. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Hit at the goal line, but he barrels through, and it's an early score for Aledo, and they go up quick.
Yeah, it looks like they did that Wildcat
Direct
set.
snap. Yeah, direct snap to number 21, Caden Winfield.
Yeah, Caden Winkfield.
And we did hear we're going to see a lot of different quarterbacks tonight. Run some Wildcat formations and even a couple of different QBs that will be in there tonight for them as well.
Another left-footed kicker.
What is it with the left-footed kickers this year, man? This one is up, and it clears.
It clears the tubas.
It clears the tuba section as they have the band there behind the goalposts. And always exciting to see if we can watch a football land in a tuba. One of these days it's going to happen. All right, so really quickly, up 7-0 are the Bearcats, and the Bears will get the ball and try to get things rolling.
All right, here we go. Bears got to answer. We'll see what. Looks like they've got a pretty good kicking crew. I've watched them before the game, and the kickers all seem like they've got pretty good legs on them. They can boot a ball.
Yeah, and no wind to contend with tonight like we had last week. We had that storm blow in. And so it'll be one of those interesting things to see tonight.
Yeah, it's funny because on the west side of the field there is no wind, and on the east side of the field you've got just a slight breeze, but nothing that's going to affect anything.
All right, Bears will set, and they will receive the kickoff as Aledo gets set here after a quick score. 3-play drive, I believe, if I'm correct. Ran 3 plays.
3-play drive, that's right.
45,
With,
55 yards and 3 plays.
Had the big run back on the kickoff, and then the big run by the quarterback on that fullback.
Yeah, they're going to have to really watch that read option tonight. McElree's really good at that. Here comes the kick. They will kick it deep. It'll go over the head of the deep man for the Bears, going to the end zone, and they'll bring it out for touchback.
All right, here we go, Bears.
It's all fun and games until this point when you get your offense out there and see if you can answer after a big score. Bears offensively have run quite a few different looks. They've run a little bit of a wildcat look there themselves.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks, they've run a different look on the first possession of the game, but this week looks like they're going with Colton Riles. And a little bit of a wrinkle as they stack the receivers. Now one comes in motion, quick toss out to the right. Now they're going to be the halfback pass going deep, and that was almost caught by number 10, Devin Roberts. That was a nice play call. And that was Jewel's.
Yeah, that was a really nice play call.
Yeah, Jewel Sanders, the backup quarterback, lined up in the backfield. They tossed it to him. He rolled out right with the halfback option pass and almost hit his man for a big gain into Bearcat territory on the first play of the game.
Boy, that was close. If he'd have let him a little bit, we'd have had that.
Just a little bit. So nice play call. 2nd and 10, no ball at the 25. One man comes in motion, 3-step drop. Stepping up is Riles. He's got some room, and he's going to slide down before he's hit at the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down actually at about the 27, maybe 28.
Yeah, that's going to be your junior quarterback, number 18 for the Bears.
Yeah, it looked like he had a little more room than that. I thought he might cut back inside and pick up 3 or 4 more yards, but made a business decision, slid down. It's early in the game.
Yeah, he got a long game to go.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Bears. So big play coming up here. 3 wide receiver set, 2 right, 1 left. Fake the handoff, quick toss, backfield, and going to be brought down quickly at about the line of scrimmage. That was Alexander, I think, with the catch.
Yes, it was. Number 2, Tristan Alexander, the senior.
All right, he had no room to go, so the Bears are forced to punt quickly here on a 3-and-out. All right, so the Bearcats get the ball back with lots of time left and in pretty good field position as the Bears will be punting from deep in their own territory. Punter standing at about the 15-yard line. Snap is good. Here comes the kick. Low line drive, end over end. Directional kick goes out of bounds. Didn't want to give a chance for a return, and they're going to mark it down near midfield.
And it's going to be really good field position.
Actually mark it down in Bear territory at the 47. So Aledo starts at their own 45. Now the Bears 47. Second possession of the game. 9:23 to go in the first.
All right, Bears here. Got to have a good stand, hopefully, here.
Yeah, let's see if they get a good read on this read option from McElreee, the QB. And just a little football 101 read option is the quarterback can either hand it off or keep it himself for a run. And a lot of times it kind of fakes it, sticks it in the running back's gut, and then pulls it back. This time a quick toss over the right side. That may have bounced. That's going to be incomplete.
That's good coverage by the Bears there.
And I really love the Bears' speed when you match up one-on-one. I think what they're going to have to work on is just this really good read option that the Bearcats run.
Yeah, I agree with you. On that last coverage, that was number 21, Braylon Reed, junior for the Bears.
All right, 2nd and 10. 2 wide receivers this time. 2 tailbacks, 1 tight end. Handoff right side, cutting it back inside. Breaks a tackle or 2, and then up near a first down and powering forward to the 35-yard line for a gain of about 11 on the play. It's going to be a first down for the Bearcats.
Looks like that's number 3 on the tackle for the Bears, with a host of Bears on that, but 3 leading the way.
That was Caden Winkfield with the carry. And they've been shuffling in a lot of different tailbacks and even a couple of different quarterbacks early in this one.
That was good enough for a first down for the Bearcats.
Number 3 for the Bears, Castanello.
Castanello on that tackle.
Castanelos.
Castellanos.
Castellanos.
There you go. McElree and Carson Dempsey in the backfield now for the Bearcats. 4 wide receiver set. Quick toss left side. Hit quick and dropped. No gain on the play. It's a really nice tackle by number 12 out there.
Nice job by Jaden Kerrigan, number 12, the senior.
They actually gave him a yard forward progress. I didn't see it.
Yeah, no way he got to the 35. He was dropped pretty quick. I thought he might have lost a yard, but you know how these high school refs are. They love to give that forward progress and then a little bit of cushion. All right, gain of 1 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Bears rolling with single coverage on the outside. Safeties are kind of sneaking into the box, watching for that run. Here comes the handoff, and Bears snuff it out pretty good, dropping quick, but he does power forward for a couple more yards to the 30, so it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, it was number 1 on the tackle, Jordan Houston for the Bears.
All right, big 3rd down play. Let's see what the Bears can do here. 3rd and 4, ball at the 30. 3 wide receivers, handoff right side. Looked like there might have been a hold out there, but Bears do a great job bringing down pretty quick. He gets just inside the 30 to the 29. It's going to be 4th and about 3.
Yeah, it's a nice job by the Bears. Looks like number 61 on that tackle, assisted by number 99, Plemons. And 61 for your Bears is Cedric Harris Jr.
All right, so Lido doesn't even hesitate.
This is a four play down.
Yeah,
you're going for it.
They're going to keep their offense out there. It's 4th and 3, so huge play here for the defense early to get a stop and get the ball back. So great opportunity. 3 wide receiver set. One tail back, QB in the shotgun. Bears set defensively. No drop, quick pass, caught. Oh, and breaks a tackle, and he's going to get in for an easy score. Yeah. Nice little slant post route that was caught at about the 15-yard line. Would have been an easy 1st down. The tackle was missed, and then scored the touchdown.
Yeah, Caden Finley, the senior on that reception for Aledo, was being covered by number 5, Caden Foster for the Bears. All
right, so another quick score for the Bearcats, and this time on a 4th and 3. Kick is up. It's lower this time. That one may have bounced off a tuba. I don't know. It was close. And it's going to be 14-0. All right, with 6:48 to go, still here in the first. It's a quick one for the Bearcats to get some big points on the board.
Yeah, they've got 14 right off the bat. Still a lot of time remaining in the first.
Okay, so Bearcats will get set, kick off once again. Bears get another shot at it. And good stand that time. You make a tackle right there, and you're still out there fighting. But it kind of shows the strength of these receivers for the Bearcats. I mean, they're big and strong, and if you don't wrap them up, arm tackles aren't going to work.
Yeah, and he made a really wonderful route he ran. It was right where he needed to be, right on the money. Quarterback hit him right on stride, and easy points.
Yeah, and a gutsy call on 4th and 3. You know, going for it all. No guts, no glory, and they got it on that one. All right, Bearcats ready. Deep man for the Bears, standing at about the 15-yard line. This time they're going to kick it deep once again, and it will trickle into the end zone for the touchback. All right, so the Bears will bring it up to 25 to start their 2nd possession of the game.
All right.
And I think really I love that shot the Bears took on the first play of the game to kind of try to set the tone and get something going.
I tell you, if they hit that, we'd have been in business.
Yeah, it's a different ball game right now. But that's kind of the that's the risk when you take that big shot up front. Sometimes it can kind of hurt you a little bit on that possession. But Bears set, ready to go again. We like what we've seen thus far this year. See if we can get Cam Coleman going. 3 wide receivers, 1 H-back. Cameron's got the ball. Cuts to the outside, stays on his feet. He's hit, and he's close to a 1st down, and I think he's got it.
Yeah, that's a nice run by number 9 for your Brewer Bears, Cam Coleman.
All right, 10 yards on the carry. So that's a nice average, 1 carry, 10 yards. But honestly, that's three opening drives in which the Bears really have not utilized Cameron a lot and kind of had a little bit of a different look. And then that second drive, they tend to come out and go, all right,
let's give it the ball.
And so a little bit of a pattern set there early in this season. First down ball at the 35-yard line. Rios, quick toss. Oh, he had a man wide open. Chose to throw to the guy that was covered, though.
I tell you, he had 13 wide open. That's going to be Andrew Jones.
Andrew Jones found a little soft spot in the zone there, set down in it, and I thought he was going to go to him, but he tried to hit Roberts, who was well covered. The ball was knocked away.
Yeah, both receivers in the same area, which probably caused a little bit of confusion. Maybe one's route wasn't deep enough.
Yeah.
He had a little zip in it, too.
Yeah, he definitely did. Second down and 10, ball at 35. Three-step drop in the pocket, and now he's going to be sacked. Pocket fell apart quickly. So big play for the Bearcats defensively, knocks the Bears all the way back to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, number 22 on that tackle for the Bearcats. That's going to be Raylan Haley.
So that'll be 3rd and 17 now for the Bears to pick up a lot of yardage right here to pick up this first down. Coleman in the backfield, 2 wide receivers left, 1 right, 1 tight end. This time, misdirection handoff to Coleman. He's going to be drugged down from behind by the jersey right at the line of scrimmage. All right, so the Bears come up short on this possession, and will be forced to punt again.
All right, Bears need to get a good punt here. Still 5:22 remaining in the first quarter.
That possession lasting 1 minute and 24 seconds. Deep man for the Bearcats standing back at about the 30-yard line. Good snap. Kick is really good kick, end over end. Fielded at about the 34, will be returned and then hit quickly. Held on to and then gang tackled at the 40-yard line. So nice job by the Bears coverage team.
That's a nice tackle by number 7 for your Brewer Bears. That's going to be Rayondre Cox, the senior, on that tackle.
That was a great kick. He didn't outkick his coverage. It hung up in the air long enough for the.
Yeah.
That was his best punt of the year, no doubt about it, because you backed up in your own end of the field, kicking from the 15. That's a tough order. And he was able to get it all the way back, and they actually mark it down at the 39-yard line. So really nice kick there for the Bears.
All right, here come the Bears and the Bearcats.
Bears lining up with that 3-4 defense that we've seen all season long. 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, 2 cornerbacks, a couple of safeties. Handoff faked.
As a hold.
Looking deep and thrown short, but a nice catch inside the 40-yard line.
Wow, there was a hold that they did not call.
That was Caden Finley with the catch, one of the captains again. And that was a ball that was kind of up in the air. It was a 50-50 ball. If the Bears had noticed it, they could have picked that off, but instead it's a long first down for the Bearcats.
Jordan Houston on the tackle for the Bears.
Handoff up the middle, 21, and he gains about 5 on the play. That's Caden Winkfield.
Yeah, tackle made by Demarion Walsh, number 6 for the Bears.
So Winkfield with the carry gets him down to the 32-yard line, gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a lot of size on the offensive line. I mean, there's some decent size on the offensive line for Aledo, but very athletic. Move around very well.
Yeah, they do. They got good feet.
2nd and 6 now. Bears rush 4, handoff up the middle, off left tackle, and then just pushing forward is the tailback all the way for the first down and up to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, tackle made by, looks like, number 5 for the Bears. That's going to be Caden Foster and number 6.
Number 6 and number 17, Kingston Hurst.
6 and 17.
That was Winkfield with the carry again. McElree and Wingfield in the backfield. 1st and 10, ball at the 24-yard line. Handoff fake, looking downfield under pressure, throwing it in the end zone, and it's going to be out of bounds. Ball thrown out of bounds. Nice coverage there that time by the Bears.
Yeah, it looks like that was number 12, if I'm correct, for the Bears. That's going to be Jaden Kerrigan.
Yeah, a little fade route to the front corner of the end zone thrown by McElry. And led him just a little bit too far out of bounds, but great coverage either way.
Sparkman put pressure on the quarterback as well.
And I think that's the first time he's been rushed tonight.
That might go down as a hurry.
Yeah, I would call that a hurry for sure. Calls him to throw it a little out of bounds. Absolutely. All right, second down and 10. 3 wide receivers right this time. Quick toss over the middle. Some wide open, blown coverage. Walk-in touchdown for the Bearcats. Bears did not have enough guys in coverage over on that right side, and someone was wide open.
Yeah, it looks like somebody bit on that fake and came up and left it wide open in the middle.
All right, so quick score once again for the Bearcats. That's 3 here in the first quarter. Extra point attempt coming up. It is good. Hey, the Tubas had to duck that time. They were nervous. All right, we're having fun here tonight. It's 21-0, but we're having some fun. All right, Bears got to come out and get something going and establish here on offense. If nothing else, chew up some clock.
Yes.
You know,
Let's get that run going.
Get the Cam Coleman train going. Taking them a little bit here to find their rhythm on offense here in this game.
Let's see if Brewer adjusts on this kickoff. That kicker has put it right in this corner down here by the 10 every time it's bounced in.
He's trying to get us to not go back there and get it to check up.
Yeah.
See if they can recover it deep.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. We talked about it a few weeks ago. Just so glad that nobody else is doing this dynamic kickoff nonsense that the NFL is.
Every week
drives
me
I watch it,
crazy.
And I absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
It's just not football. I don't know what it is. It's not football.
It's like hurry and wait.
It's
I don't like it.
It's like some weird rule your PE teacher came up with.
Yeah.
It's like, here's what we're going to do now, all right?
Your unathletic,
We've been doing this for 100
years, PE teacher?
Yes, absolutely. And he kicks it down to that corner once again, and the Bears will let it go out of bounds. So that'll be a flag, and the Bears will have decent field position this time.
All right. Bears got to establish something just like we talked about.
So I noticed that the deep man shadowed this way a little bit and probably changed the kicker's angle. And he's like, okay, now my area of attack is a little bit smaller, and of course he ends up kicking it out of bounds. So good adjustment on the deep man.
Yeah, slide over a little bit.
Slide over, take away some of the field.
Put some pressure on that on the kicker.
So when the ball goes out of bounds in high school football, the ball is placed at the 30-yard line. Touchbacks at the 25, out of bounds on the kickoff to the 30. 3 wide receivers for the Bears this time. 1 tight end, 1 H-back, 1 tailback. Your QB's in the shotgun formation. Handoff, Coleman up the middle. Bounces off a couple of linemen, but he's pushed backwards. No gain on the play.
Yeah, it looks like he made it back to the line of scrimmage. I tell you, if he gets through that initial line, he's going to be running for days. There was nobody back there.
Yeah, they're really crowding the box on him, and you're right. If they can just open up a gap, he's going to have some running lanes for sure. 2nd and 10. Bearcats also in a 3-4 formation, but they're bringing up one of their linebackers or 2 of their linebackers on the line each and every play.
Time.
Yeah, so there's 5 on the line of scrimmage, and plus a middle linebacker cheating inside. Coleman this time bounces to the outside. Stiff arms one guy, but he's drugged down from behind. Short gain of about 1.
Yeah, he did what he needed to do to just get outside and get that 1. I don't think they're going to give him 1. They're just going to let him go back to the line of scrimmage.
They're not.
They
did not give it forward progress on that one.
The guy on the other side of the field had it spotted 1 yard forward, but I guess the guy on this side overruled him.
Yeah, he's got the closest look at it, so he does get to overrule. So it'll be 3rd and 10. Let's see if Riles will throw the ball here on 3rd down, if they'll run Cam. We'll find out. Cam's in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Riles has got him set. Quick toss. Oh, overshot his man. He just threw it too quick. And his man was open. I think he would have had the first down. He was aiming over there for Kerrigan.
Yeah, that was he had him with a step. And Kerrigan's pretty tall receiver there.
Yeah, and we talked about this in the pregame. You see Riles, he's a little riled up, Colton is tonight. And he's a little amped. And just needs to settle down because he had him on that play. There's been a couple of plays the Bears could have capitalized on, just unable to do so. And it's cost them. Here comes the kick. The punt almost blocked. It's a high kick. Goes out of bounds somewhere around the 45-yard line of the Bearcats. We'll see where they mark it down. And they will actually mark it at the 43.
It's a very generous mark.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. All right, still first quarter, 1:47 to go.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, 21-0, Bearcats with the ball.
They've had some very good field position to start this game every time.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And they've taken advantage of it.
I think their worst was the 39.
Their own 39.
Their own 39.
Yep, started at their own 45, and the Bears 47, their own 39, and now at their own 43. So really good field position. 4 wide receivers set for them this time. They like to throw to the slot out of this formation, at least early in this one. McElree's got him set, one man in motion, toss sweep, they get it to him. Almost a tackle in the backfield, but he eluded it. Gets to the outside, now cuts back inside, showing that speed, and he's hit it about the 35-yard line drop, but it's a big play of about 22 yards.
That looks like number 99 on that tackle for your Bears. That's going to be Colton Plemons. Coming from that nose tackle position to run that back up into that play and make a tackle. Good hustle.
Yeah, that was I think that was number 12, Lincoln Tubbs, on the toss sweep. All right. First down, ball at the 34-yard line into Bear territory. One man in motion again. They toss sweep to him. He's coming around the left side. Bears are there, but he still gets around the end before he's knocked out of bounds inside the 15, and they'll mark him out at the 15.
Wow.
The guy wearing the jackball helmet is, I don't know, he drove his guy backwards for a while. Just going to throw that out there.
Actually, mark him down to 25, excuse me. Yeah, you're talking about the giant padded helmet. That's what you're talking about there, John?
Yeah.
Big number 70.
Yeah, number 70.
He's got that extra padding on the helmet that you see a lot of times now.
I just call him the jackball helmet. I don't know, from the little Jack-in-the-Box guy that used to be on the commercials.
I never thought about that. Handoff 21. Now they're going to try to double reverse here, but we're going to have a false start.
That's actually Peyton Williams, and his older brothers played at Brewer.
And Aledo.
And Aledo.
They left and finished here at Aledo.
Yep.
The Williams, DJ, and I cannot remember.
Is it Drayden? No.
I am not sure. Sorry, Angela. Angela's
They're great.
mom.
And they're great folks.
Absolutely.
They really are.
Okay, so false start on the double reverse there. Attempt by the Bearcats. Backs him up to the 30-yard line. Makes it 2nd and 6. Quick toss to the outside. Caught on a high pass. Good blocking on the far side. And then forced out of bounds inside the 25 for a first down.
Tackle for your Brewer Bears out of bounds. That's going to be number 1, Jordan Houston, for your Bears on that tackle.
And it was Quentin.
Quentin, that's right. Good kids. That was a really good family.
Okay. First down, ball the 23-yard line. Bearcats on the march. 17 ticks left here in the first quarter. 2 wide receivers, both out to the left. Handoff goes to the right side, brought down pretty quick. That was Jeremiah Johnson on the carry.
Number 1 on that tackle again, Jordan Houston for the Bears.
All right, that's going to do it for the first quarter. So, after 1, it is 21-0. We'll be right back after this for the second quarter.
In my lifetime is the emergence of rehab facilities that help us recover after surgeries and medical procedures. Baylor Rehab Facilities are right here in our area and can be found through a simple Google search. The fine staff at Baylor is always ready to help you recover and get back to enjoying life at the fullest. Thank you, Baylor, for being an awesome part of our community. If you're like me, you love a good snack or a hearty sandwich while watching football or your favorite sports on the weekend.
21-0 is your score after one. Bears are set and ready to go here for the second quarter. Bearcats on the march. They got the ball at the 30-yard line. It's going to be second and about 7 to go here. Bears trying to get a stop defensively, something they haven't managed yet, but looking strong here. Trying to set up a wide receiver screen. They do. Just weaves to the defense, breaks a couple of tackles. There's a fumble. That ball came out. I think the Bears may have it, and it may be a touchback for the Bears.
Well, I tell you, that was actually a really good tackle by number 61 for the Bears to get that strip and tackle.
That was number 2 at the carry, Caden Finley, and he fumbled the ball right at the goal line. And we're waiting on the spot here. The ball bounced into the end zone, so it ought to be a touchback.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And they're talking it over, but we have got no indication yet.
Stripped by Cedric Harris Jr., number 61 for your Bears.
And it looks like they're going to mark them down at the 2 instead of the touchback. Or I've got no signal yet. I don't know what the signal here is.
Yeah, they hadn't called anything.
It looks like, is that the Bearcats' defense on the field?
It is the defense on the field.
Yeah, the Bearcats' defense definitely came out. Offense came off, so they know they fumbled. And so, yeah, they're going to mark the Bears down at the 2-yard line, which is unusual. It's weird because that play was nowhere around the 2. Now they move it back to the 1, and that makes a little more sense. But still, it bounced into the end zone. You would think it would have been a touchback.
Bears recovered it in the end zone?
Yeah.
That should be a touchback.
Yeah, it should be. All right, so they'll take over their own 1-yard line. Now Riles fumbles the ball, and he's going to be tackled for a safety.
Oh, my goodness.
As he was about to let go of that ball, it came out of his hand, and just an ugly play there for the Bears.
You're not going to want to hear this either. His wide receiver was wide open.
He really wound up for a big toss and just didn't have a good hold on the ball, and it came out of the back of his hand, and it was recovered by him, but he was quickly tackled by the Bearcats for the safety.
All right, so they get the option to punt it or kick it off.
Yep. Okay, so it was a good defensive stand at the goal line to force a fumble and get it, and then a rough play there in your own end zone. All right, so that's going to make your score 23-0. And the Bearcats will get the ball as the Bears will be given the free kick, and they will kick off. They're going to go ahead and kick off from the tee at the 20-yard line.
So to this point, the Bears have played penalty-free football. So they've played a clean game. Just need to kind of tighten up, and make some positive plays on offense.
Agreed. Deep men for the Bearcats at their own 30. Here comes the kickoff from your Bears. They will kick it deep to the left side. Be fielded about the 35. Will be returned to the middle of the field. Bears in pursuit and bring him down quick.
That's Swanson on the carry back. Tackle made by number 6 again for your Bears, Demarion Walsh. Having a big game tonight.
Demarion Walsh with the big tackle. And that'll mark them down at the 48-yard line. All right, second quarter, 11:40 to go, 23-0 is your score. Bearcats with the ball in their own territory at the 47-yard line. Thought they had him at the 48, moved it back a yard. The Bears set defensively. This time the Bears line up a 4-down lineman. Throwing down the field, wide open, caught down the sidelines. He was wide open. Gets all the way down inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Blown coverage once again.
Yeah, and number 5 on the tackle, Caden Foster for the Bears.
Oh, that's twice tonight. Well, actually, 3 times tonight. The Bears have just been caught off guard defensively and not ready. And big play for the Bearcats quickly getting down the field deep into Bear territory.
Taking advantage of it.
Yep. Quick handoff this time from the Bearcats, and going to be
Bring
a
that
hold.
back.
Going to be a hold out there on the right side, and it Carey did.
Kerrigan was being held
Yeah.
as much as a person can be held.
Like a baby.
Yeah.
Like a newborn.
Brady Powell with the carry. He did get in the end zone, but it's going to be negated. So that'll back the Bearcats up 10 yards. And he didn't need to hold on that.
No.
Because I'm telling you, the ball carrier had plenty of room out there, Brady Powell.
They called Caden Finley on the hold.
Number 2? Yeah, that was definitely number 2. All right, that moves the ball back to the 17-yard line, so it's going to be first and goal still. And 17 yards to go. Quick handoff fake. Quarterback now trying to take off and run up the middle, dances around, runs into his own man. The Bears finally chase him down at about the 13-yard line. Well, it's going to be a short gain of about 4.
Number 6 on the tackle again for your Bears. That's Demarion Walsh again.
So what McElroy does really well is he takes a quick 3-step drop, plants that right foot, and then he just takes off like a sprinter from the starting blocks right up the middle. Gets a lot of quick momentum, tries to make the first guy miss, and if he does, he's going to have a big gain. But that time the Bears had a lot of good containment. Bears once again a 4-down lineman. Handoff is fake, looking downfield into the end zone. Has a man wide open and caught. Touchdown. The Bears are completely confused defensively in the secondary.
Yeah. Bearcat quarterback making some quick decisions, as you suggested, right? 3-step drop, either and go, or 3-step drop and hit your receiver.
Yeah. The Bears just not ready. They were confused big time on both of those passing plays on that drive. So quick score makes 29-0. Point after attempt coming up. It is good, and that's 30. All right. And the Bears got to clean that up for sure.
Definitely.
It's one thing to get beat. It's another thing to just be completely out of place, So they got to make some adjustments there, and we know they will. 10:38 to go in the half.
It's going south quick. Bears need to plug the bleeding.
Yeah, they need a good drive right here. They need to just put something together. Get a first down, get some momentum, run the ball, chew up some clock. Just need something positive to happen. At this point, it's no longer really about the score. It's about, hey, can we do some good things in this game? That's what we're trying to do right now for sure.
Definitely.
And it's not impossible for the Bears to score 30 points.
Not at all. They can do it, but they're going to have to do something a little different. All right, deep man, 2 deep men for the Bears at the 10-yard line. That's going to be number 13, Andrew Jones, as well as, I believe, Braylon Reed, number 21. Comes the kick. They will kick it deep, very deep this time, over the head of the deep man into the end zone and out of the back for the touchback. So with 10:38 to go, the Bears will get the ball. Their 5th possession of the game.
Yeah, it looks like Bo Ramsey is a little bit injured right now.
Yeah, trying to help him off the field. That was number 45, correct?
Yep.
Keep our eye on Bo. He was having a hard time. He was kind of hopping off, and he looks like he's in some pain over there. So we'll keep our eye on them, see how he does. Bears offensively set and ready to go.
Yeah, it was a good sportsman by number 4 for the Aledo Bearcats to help Bo off the field.
Alex Patton.
Yeah,
Alex Patton.
Appreciate that always. 3 wide receiver set for the Bears. Handoff goes to Coleman. He turns around, goes the other direction, tries to make a couple of guys miss, and he may have picked up a half a yard, but I think they'll mark him down to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I actually thought he got a yard out of it, but they got him marked right back at the line of scrimmage.
He was definitely hitting the backfield and powered forward, but I think it was for just one.
That exchange was pretty interesting. That's
Yeah.
a good word for it.
It looked like Coleman wanted to go right. Riles thought he was going left. And somehow Coleman got it, got in behind Riles, and didn't result in a loss. Quick toss this time caught right side. Nice catch. Down the sideline. Bears got some room. To the 40. Back inside. To the 40. To the 30. To the 20. Down at the 20-yard line. It's a great pitch and catch and run by the Bears. Looks like that was number 10, Devin Roberts.
Yeah, Devin Roberts showed up big on that one.
53 yards on the reception. That's his second big reception this year.
Nice job by Devin Roberts.
Nice play. So the Bears get some big yardage. And now we're going to move the ball back to the 22-yard line. So reconfigure your stats
Yeah,
there.
good luck with that. Where was the ball on this end?
It was on the 25, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah, 53, yeah.
it's still 53. So you were wrong before.
I was right before. I
Oh,
think
were
they
you?
just
Oh.
had the sticks in the wrong place.
There we go. Quick toss is going to be overthrown. Looks like Riles is expecting Salas to take a corner route, and he ran a post route.
Yeah, it looked like he cut back in.
Yeah. And so that quick play results in a quick incompletion. 9:19 to go here in the half. Bears down big, but on the march into Bearcat territory after the nice 53-yard pitch and catch from Riles to Devin Roberts.
That's been one of their big connections this year.
It definitely has. All right, timeout on the field. I think that's going to be a Bear timeout. So
that is the second 52-plus yards. So the first one was 52, and then this year, and then this one was for 53. So you got to like that.
Both to
Roberts.
Both to Devin
Riles
Roberts.
to Roberts.
yeah, they set up just a little quick toss out of the right side, a little bit of a jet screen or a bubble screen, wide receiver screen, whatever you want to call that. Everybody's got a different name for it, but it's just a quick toss out to the right side, and especially when you have man-on-man coverage, if you can make that first guy miss, then bam.
Yeah.
And it was off to the races, and there was really only one guy that could have caught him, but he had the angle, brought him down, but not before he had the big gain. So nice play by the Bears that time, and that's something they've just got to exploit going forward.
Lots of yards after the catch.
Indeed. 3 wide receivers this time, 2 tailbacks flanking Riles on either side. That's going to be Coleman and Alexander. One man comes in motion, snap is low but handled, and then trying to hit Alexander up the middle.
Yeah, had a lot of pressure.
But he was rushed and overthrew him. So 3rd and 10. All right, Bears, they need to pick up some yardage right here, and if nothing else, just get on the board with a field goal here, if they don't pick up the first down. But love to see some positive yardage.
I think it's a 4-down territory if they don't get too much on this.
It's going to be right at the range of their kicker, as it would be about a 40-yarder. All right, here comes the Bears on 3rd down. Coleman's in the backfield. Rolling out to the left. Riles almost slips, then regains his balance, cuts it back inside, and he may have picked up a yard or two to the 21, but I don't think so. Just back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th and 10. Let's see what the Bears do right here. Will they go for it, or they try to kick the long field goal? And coaching staff's out on the field. I thought they might call a timeout for a minute and talk it over.
Yeah, they're actually going for it.
Okay, 4th and 10, ball at the 22-yard line.
19 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah.
Bears get the play in.
Plenty of time. Three trips right, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Coleman in the backfield with Riles. Shotgun formation, 4th down. Bringing pressure. Quick toss, looking for a man. Oh, had a man inside, but he never looked up. That was Roberts. And, he never looked up, and that was batted away
he had him.
by the Bearcats. I think Riles thought, hey, if you take this inside position here, we got you. But Roberts never looked up. I don't know what he was doing. Once you get downfield, got to look back at your quarterback. So a little miscommunication there. Falls incomplete, and the Bearcats will take over. Yeah, I was watching our kicker warm up the other night and last week, and 39-40 is about his limit, so they might have just not felt confident about that tonight for Aguilar. Okay. Over on downs, Bearcats take over. 8:25 to go. Run to the left side, plenty of room over there. Finally hit at the 40-yard line and pushed out of bounds at about the 45.
All right, tackle made by number, I believe, 3. Let me see. Yeah, that is that's number 5. No, I'm sorry, y'all.
It's hard to tell.
That is number 3 for the Bears, making that tackle.
Quick run up the middle for the Bearcats. Gain of about 6 in the play. It'll be 2nd and 4. Gets into Bear territory to the 49-yard line.
And tackle made by number 61 for the Bears on that last play. That's going to be Harris Jr.
What were you all saying earlier about bread loaf?
Yeah, we'll need to talk about loafing here in just a minute. Get a good explanation after this play from you, Mr. Terrence. 2nd and 4. Handoff, fake, quarterback under pressure, hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage. So actually I'm going to actually mark him for a loss of 1 yard.
That was on that tackle for the Bears. We'll see as soon as he can turn and we can read his number. Number 6.
Wash.
Yep, that's number
All
6.
right,
Wash
so,
again.
All right, so loafs is an interesting statistic to examine and discuss.
All right, you took too long. We're going to pause it right there. Bearcats ready, 3rd and 5. Big play for the Bears defensively. Quick toss, caught by the tight end, and he goes down at about the 38-yard line. It's going to be a first down. All right, tell us about loafs.
Tackle made by number 3. Sorry, I'm working here. Loafs is a statistic where the coaches go back and evaluate the film, and they analyze closely every game to determine the performance of each player on the field. The primary objective is to ensure that the defensive player maintain a consistent level of intensity from the snap to the whistle.
Toss sweep left side for the Bearcats, number 10. Hit quickly, though, after a gain of about 3 or 4, so nice play defensively.
Good job by the Bears. Try to get that number for
Number
you.
21 and number 3.
All right, number 21 and number 3 for your Bears.
So, listen, that loafs is basically when you get caught not hustling.
That's right.
That's pretty much what it is, right?
That's right.
And so pretty interesting that, the coaching staff will want to keep up with that to hold those guys accountable. 3-step drop, looking downfield, firing into the zone, has a man caught, shaking off would-be tacklers is big number 2, Caden Finley, and he's finally brought down at about the 12-yard line,
Jordan Houston on that tackle for the Bears, as well as Castellano. Number 3 for the Bears.
Yeah. So loafs is a negative thing that, your teammates might call you out on it, but the fact that they're tracking it means that the Bears, this era is, maybe focusing on some of those little things that might have slipped out in previous coaching staffs, and maybe they kept track of it, but this coaching staff shared it with us.
Timeout, Bearcats.
With 5:24 to go here in the half. Bearcats up 30-0. They call a timeout. Ball on the 13-yard line. It is first down.
All right. So I'm going to give you something else. With loafs, one of the things you have to remember is you got to look at it in the bigger picture, right? So if you just look at loafs, it could give you the wrong impression because, if you have a high number of loafs, but you also have a high number of plays, then, and you have significant contributions on those plays, it doesn't take away from those loafs. But if you got a person who's got 100 plays with 0 loafs, well, that's obviously really, really good. But if you have a player with 95 plays and 2 loafs, that means every 40 47 and a half plays, he might have considered taking a play off, or have considered by the coaches to have taken a play off.
Yeah. Which is still really good.
That's
They only
very
have
good.
two.
That's very good.
Yeah. All right, so that's an interesting stat, and it's just one of those things. It's not, we're not going to track Los and tell you about that a whole lot, other than the fact that when there's not a lot of them, and we love the fact that the coaches are keeping them accountable. Under pressure is McElree, but he, off his back foot, finds a man in the end zone for the touchdown. Great job by the defensive line, but once again, the secondary just can't hang with the receivers.
Blown coverage again, it seemed like.
Yeah, that was an all-out blitz by the Bears, and they forced McElree to just throw off his back foot, but he trusted his receiver, Skylar Kirk, number 17, and he comes away with it, tied in. Okay, point after attempt coming up. Kick is up, and plenty good. 37-0 is your score.
No tubas at that end.
No, not on that end of the field.
Almost got a stray cheerleader over there, but no tuba.
It's easy to hit a cheerleader tonight because there's
about
437 of them down there. It is definitely cheerleader night tonight, no doubt about it. That's the Bears will get the ball back with 5:16 to go. Bearcats will kick off, working their way left to right as we look out. And interesting, as you look down on the field, they've got the state of Texas kind of seared into the turf, if you will. It's a darker shade. It's the shape of Texas. And they're kicking off about let's see, that wouldn't be, El Paso would be way over here, right?
A little bit further.
That's somewhere.
It's more like Lubbock.
Yeah.
Or,
They're kicking off around Lubbock. That's where they kick off. And so
Lubbock or Abilene, maybe?
No, Abilene's more with the
definitely further west.
Down
Abilene's
definitely.
more on the 40, the other 40.
Definitely
All right.
in the southern panhandle region for sure.
He has chose to kick at corner every time. Let's see what he does this time.
Definitely does it again and kicks it deep. Bears will let it go over their head into the end zone. They'll take over the 25.
Update. It's Midland, Odessa area.
There you go.
Andrews, Midland, Odessa, somewhere in that area.
A little bit.
Little Texas.
A little bit over
trivia there.
Sweetwater way, a little bit.
So the Bears will take over their own 25-yard line. And we'll get you some scores from around the district here in just a minute after this play right here.
Take over in the Piney Woods.
Bears are set. They spread it out, 4 wide receivers. Bearcats bring 5. Quick toss, right side. And I don't know, Roberts never established inside possession on that route right there at all, and Riles had to throw it away.
Everything's coming out hot.
I actually thought that he handed it off. That was a good run by the running back, and I realized he was throwing that quick shot out to the side.
All right, last night, Keller Fossil Ridge Panthers defeated by the Denton Ryan Raiders 43-14. Richland Royals up over the Denton Broncos 28-9 at the beginning of the second quarter. And Birdville up 21-0 over the Granbury Pirates. Handoff, Coleman gets through the defense, spun down at around the 30-yard line, gain of 5.
Got a flag on the field.
So we had a nice run there by the Bears that time, but we'll check this penalty. No indication yet. Looks like they're going to mark it off against the Bearcats, though.
Yeah.
I think it was a face mask.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yep, they're definitely marking off 15 yards, so it's definitely a personal foul of some sort against the Bearcats defense. And move the ball up to the 45-yard line. I never saw an indication.
No, they just kind of pointed out.
Just grabbed the football and started walking. I'm sure they yelled it out to somebody, but they did not give us any indication up here. Ball at the 45, first down for the Bears. Toss sweep, 13. Oh, nice tackle. Upended was Andrew Jones on the far side trying to get around the end.
Yeah, Andrew Jones almost had the corner, but got upended quickly for a loss.
Yeah, that's a textbook tackle out there on the far perimeter side of the offensive line. Great job. So that'll be a loss of 2, 2nd and 12. But I like the play call from the Bears.
A little shovel pass.
Yeah.
All right, here come the Bears.
Trips left, 1 right this time. Handoff, Coleman up the middle. He barrels forward his offensive line. They get a nice push, keep pushing him forward, and he's finally going to be brought down at about the 48.
It's a good job by Coleman and line to get what they could out of it, pushed it up.
Gain of 5 after a loss of 2. We'll make it 3rd and 7. Ball at the 48, so big third down play here coming up for the Bears. Clock should not have stopped, but it did.
They had a player without his helmet.
Oh, okay.
Had to get him off.
All right. Now they start the clock again.
And instead of the tush push, I'm going with shoulder shove.
The shoulder shove.
Shoulder
That's
shove.
definitely
All right.
what that was. Bears with 4 wide receivers once again. Spread it out. 4 down linemen for the Bearcats. Quick drop. Pass. Caught. Makes one guy miss. Tries to dance forward for the first down, but he's brought down quickly, and that's Jones again.
Yeah, number 13 for the Bears.
All right, 4th and 2.
5 yards on the reception.
Yeah.
Bears going for it.
Yeah, might as well right here. No doubt about it. 3:23 to go in the half.
Come on, Cam.
Bears trying to draw him offside with a hard count, but Aledo doesn't bite. Now Riles looks over to the sidelines for some direction. 15 seconds left on the play clock. I think the Bears will probably call a timeout here.
Run the play clock down and run some game clock down, and with 1 second left.
All right, so that's what they do. They take a timeout right as the play clock is about to expire. And they'll talk this one over. Big play here on 4th down. And like we said, at this point in time, it's not really about the score. It's about the execution going
I think
forward.
go for it.
And, big test right here. I mean, you're not – here's the thing about it. In a game like this is as good as you're going to see this year. There's no doubt about it. Denton Ryan's got a great ball club. There's no doubt about it. And they'll be a tough team. But, when you face Aledo, you're facing one of the best teams in the state. You know that. And so every positive in a game like this is something that you can build off of tremendously. So love to just see them settle down here, pick up a first down or two. Keep this ball, get some momentum, give these guys some big-time game experience. Some of these guys are young, so it's a great opportunity for the Bears. 4th and 2, ball at the 47-yard line. Got to get to the 45. They'll line up with 3 wide receivers. Tailback flanked on either side of Riles in the backfield. Handed off to Alexander. He lowers his head, dives forward. I think it's going to be about a yard short. He tried to just find a seam and dive forward and pick that up, but just could not do it. Tristan Alexander, great tackle that time and great job by the defensive line of the Bearcats.
Well, that was a good try for the Bears. I like that they went for that. Get those kids some experience, especially against a team, like you said, against a team that they may not see a better team this year.
If we see a better team than this, then kudos to that team. No doubt about it.
I agree.
Because this is one of the top-ranked teams in the state every single year, not just this year. Great program, a lot of talent, and just a lot of discipline. Every position has a lot of discipline and a lot of
Depth.
A lot of depth. They can run 4 or 5 deep at any position. It seems like. Bears set defensively. Quick toss out of the backfield. Hit and drop for a loss back at the 40-yard line.
Number 3 for the Bears on that tackle.
Mark that a loss of 5 on the play.
Castellano, right?
Emmanuel Castellanos.
It's a good job. Way to hustle for that young man.
Yeah, big-time play. 2:25 and ticking here in the half. That'll back up the Bearcats, make it 2nd and 15 to go. Got to get into Bear territory to about the 44. They're at their own 41. 3 wide receivers. Bears showing blitz. Handoff. Right side. No room to go. Bears stuff them.
Tackle made by number 12 for your Brewer Bears. That's going to be Jaden Kerrigan, the senior.
All right, gain of 1 on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 14. We're going to get a timeout on the field, it looks like, by the Bearcats. So they will stop the clock here, talk things over on 3rd and 14, see what they want to do. And we've already seen the Bearcats, they have no qualms about throwing the ball deep. And so Bears going to be ready defensively for sure.
Absolutely, and then they've hit them. That secondary needs to be tight here now because they've made a few mistakes, and the Bearcats have taken advantage of it.
Is there a new rule that they have a 2-minute warning now?
No.
Because this is the last couple of games that we've stopped right at 2 minutes.
Right at
here.
2 minutes,
Yeah, it should have been a timeout. Now, in college, they now have the 2-minute timeout. It's not even a 2-minute warning. It's called the 2-minute timeout.
And I could have swore at one of the games I heard a referee say 2-minute timeout at Brewer game.
Well, we need to double check on that because they didn't take a timeout off the scoreboard.
They haven't. Yep, you're right.
No, they did. Aledo went from 3 to 2. That was their first timeout, correct? I think so. Well, we'll check. We'll double check. All right, here we go. 3rd and 14. 3-step drop, looking downfield, rolling left.
Holding.
Now under trouble and taking off and running is McElry. Bears in pursuit. He's going to pick up the first down and get out of bounds in Bear territory to the 42.
Wow.
I don't care who you are. They held number 22 for 35 seconds.
Yeah, that was big time holding.
Well, they didn't see it and needed 14, got 15 on the play. So just enough for the first down. Gets McElry. So big first down pickup for them and inside 2 minutes. 1:49 to go now. 4 wide receivers in tight for the Bearcats. Bears back to 3 down linemen. 3-step drop, under pressure, hit as he throws, and may have been picked off by the Bears, and it was.
By number 12, Kerrigan. And there was a lot of pressure on that quarterback.
But that was caused by number 1, Jordan Houston.
Yes, indeed.
He hit McElry as he let go of the ball, and that's why that ball was intercepted. And McElry's a little shaken up. He's coming off the field kind of favoring his right side.
Yeah, number 12 on that interception. The senior Kerrigan on that interception. Good job by both Houston and Kerrigan.
So who made the interception?
Number 12, Jaden Kerrigan for the Bears.
All right, so with 1:44 to go here in the half, Bears will take over. Ball at their own 20-yard line, trying to get something cooking. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Handoff, Cam, up the middle, bounces the outside, runs into a guy, bounces, keeps going, past the 35-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down 15 yards.
Nice job by number 9 for your Brewer Bears. Big gain on that one.
Not a lot of carries for him tonight, but he's been effective when he's had it.
8th carry.
Handoff. Coleman. Boy, he was hitting as soon as he got the ball, he was hit. Somehow danced around and picked up a couple yards without losing 3. So it would be a loss of 1, but could have easily been a big loss.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with that,
timeout Bears, I believe.
No, timeout.
Oh, injury timeout.
Yeah, official timeout.
So with that, what I noticed on that play is when Riles is putting it in there with Cam, I'm not sure if he's trying to pull it back out for the fake or what, but Cam took the ball that time. And so if there's any doubt, right, Cam is like, we're not going to drop it. I'm just going to go ahead and take it.
So it's a read option for the tailback.
Yeah. Tailback's doing all the
when I put it in there, you decide whether you're going to take it.
If I take it, I'm going. If not, then you better find somebody to throw it to.
Who do we have injured here?
All right, that looks like it. I thought that was number 2. Yeah, that's going to be Tristan Alexander, and he's walking off on his own power. And the young man that was hurt for the Bears earlier, I think he's still sitting on the far bench over there being attended to, so I don't think he'll be back.
Bo Ramsey.
Yeah. Number 45. That looks like they're have been attending to his right knee. They got it wrapped up over there on the bench. And, yeah, we'll keep an eye on Alexander as well. But he was walking off on his own power. Looks like he just kind of got shaken up on that play. All right, 2nd and 11 for the Bears, 1:17 to go. Trying to get their first score of the game. Bearcats line up a 4 down lineman this time. Trips right, 1 left for the Bears. Shotgun formation, Riles, Cam in the backfield. Here's a snap, 3-step drop, looking downfield, firing, has a man, bounces right off his chest.
And then that's going to be
And then he was hit after the ball bounced off of his chest. They may get a late hit call against the Bearcats.
Yeah, that's going to be a personal.
That was Roberts on that one, and that hit him right between the numbers. So great throw by Riles.
That was a good throw. That you can't hit. That's the best spot to hit that receiver.
And I'm gonna tell you, he let go of the ball before he came out of the route, and that's a really nice throw by Riles. It's a good timing route, and they're gonna wave that off. They're gonna say no late hit, and that's tough for a defender because you expect a guy to catch the ball and you're coming in to hit him. And so that's a tough one.
All right, 3rd down.
3rd down and 11. Trips right, 1 left. Coleman and Riles in the backfield. Riles throws, caught, left side by number 12, and short gain, though, of about maybe 4.
There's a timeout by the Bearcats.
Kerrigan gets that catch on the near side over here. All right, the Bearcats will take their 2nd timeout of the half. They have 1 remaining. Bears have 0 remaining. Yeah, we'll check at halftime about the is there now a 2-minute timeout in high school football? There definitely is in college.
And in the NFL.
There's been the 2-minute warning in NFL for decades.
For a long time.
I don't know how long that's been in place. Most of my lifetime, it seems like. But just recently in college, and we'll check on it here in high school. There's so many stoppages in high school football. It's one of those things like, do we really need that? Because we're stopping the ball every time there's a 1st down to reset the chains.
I agree.
And so, and I like that at this level because it helps them establish, some momentum and gives them time to get set and get ready because they're younger and they're not professionals. So I love the fact that they do stop the clock as much as they do, but we'll check on that. All right, Bears coming out of the timeout now. 4th down and 6 to go, and they are going to go for it. And no, they're going to punt it. They have they're going to punt the ball.
Yeah, it looks like they got their punter back there.
All right, snap is high but handled. Kick is off. Low line drive. It's a good one. Be fielded at about the 27-yard line. Return. Entire right side is open for the return man, but closing quickly where the Bears coverage team, but still gets forward to the 40-yard line. That was Demarion Wash again over there that kind of forced him back inside so the tackle could be made.
Yeah, tackle was made by number 23, Joshua Matthews, the junior for the Bears.
This whole right side of the field was open for the return man for the Bearcats, but Wash came closing in quickly. He's got great closing speed and containment when it's one-on-one for the tackle.
Yes. And he's shown it this year, last year as well.
51 ticks to go. Bearcats take over their own 40-yard line. 4 wide receivers. McElree stays in there. He's in the shotgun. 3-step drop. In the pocket. Fires. Caught over the middle. Racing towards the end zone. Untouched by anyone is number 2. The captain for the Bearcats, Finley.
Yeah, that was an excellent throw. Good job by the Bearcat offensive line. It is at 43-0 with 42 seconds remaining in the first half.
Point after attempt coming up. Snap is back. It's slow, but it's handled. Kick is up, and it's going to be good. So 44-0 is your score with 42 ticks to go here in the half.
I actually thought Houston was going to block that, but it went right by him.
Well, really nice pitch and catch that time from McElree to hit his man on the deep crossing route. Gets into the end zone, and that's, again, something the Bears are going to have to work on in the secondary. They really look lost a little bit tonight for sure at times. Bears get one more crack at it here before halftime and try to make some adjustments and come out and see if we can put together some good drives.
I believe they get the ball first.
That they do.
Beginning of the second
That they do.
half.
Bearcats are set and ready. Bears yet to come out on the field. Good crowd here across the way. We always appreciate when fans make the trip out to watch our boys play some football on Friday night, see the band, watch the cheerleaders, the drill team. Lots going on besides football on Friday nights. Bearcats set, ball at the 40, deep man back at the 10 once again. And as per usual, they kick it deep over to that left side and out of the back of the end zone.
Like normal.
Yeah. All right, 42 ticks, like we said, here in the second quarter. Bears will be at their own 25.
All right, here come the Bears.
They're going to line up this time with two wide receivers right, one left. Riles in the backfield along with Coleman. One H-back on the left side. Handoff goes to Coleman. Right side between the tackles. Maybe got a couple yards on that one.
Yeah, I believe he got 2 on that.
And we'll see if that does it for the Bears. They don't have to run another play, and I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
All right. That'll do it for the first half. So after 2 quarters, 44-0 is your score. Bears try to go into the locker room here and make some adjustments, get some things going here in the second half on the positive end. And during halftime, we'll let you listen to some of our sponsors. As always, be sure to take note of them when you visit their businesses. Thank them for their involvement making Friday nights happen at Brewer High School. And thanks for joining us on the BBN. We'll be back for the second half of this one in just a little bit.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
If you're like me, you love a good snack or a hearty sandwich while watching football or your favorite sports on the weekend, well, a great place to head over to then is Charlie's Philly Steaks. They'll take care of you and they'll fill you up and you'll be excited to go back over and over again. They're located at 9521 White Settlement Road.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
It's halftime on the BBN. I'm your host, Donnie Foster. We want to thank you for listening. Now, during halftime, we are playing ads from all of our sponsors. These local businesses and organizations make this broadcast possible. So take note of each business and organization and be sure to visit them soon. When you do, let them know you appreciate their involvement in Brewer High School and our community. If you would like to become a sponsor, well, there are many ways to get involved. Just send us a message through one of our social media accounts, and we will help you join the team. Go Bears!
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation: that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So, how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
One of the best innovations in my lifetime is the emergence of rehab facilities that help us recover after surgeries and medical procedures. Baylor rehab facilities are right here in our area and can be found through a simple Google search. The fine staff at Baylor is always ready to help you recover and get back to enjoying life at the fullest. Thank you, Baylor, for being an awesome part of our community.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Something everyone appreciates is loyalty. We have two very loyal sponsors here on the Brewer Bear Network, and that's Chili's and EECU. Chili's Bar and Grill, located at 300 Clifford Street, one of the most popular places to eat and just hang out with your friends in the entire area. Head on over to Chili's and check out their fantastic menu and tell them you heard about them on the BBN. And of course, EECU, a fantastic credit union that takes care of all of your needs. They're located at 9350 Clifford Street. They have a friendly staff. Would love for you to come in and visit them so that they can serve you. Thank you, Chili's and EECU, two of our most loyal sponsors. So let's show them some loyalty and head on over and check out their services.
In most places, football season means it's fall and the weather is cooler.
Yeah, not in Texas.
Remember all those hot days on the playing field, Fern?
I sure do, Donnie. All we had was a community water jug, if we were lucky.
Yeah, same here. But now there's Frio Hydration. It specializes in keeping athletes cool and well hydrated in any situation.
You can learn more about their services at friohydration.com.
The products you want and the quality you deserve.
Thanks Frio Hydration.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Terrence, now that we're getting older...
I prefer to say we're getting wiser.
Hey, I like that. Anyway, now that we are wiser, what's a good option for delicious but healthy eating?
It's got to be Jason's Deli. They have everything from amazing sandwiches to delectable salads.
Okay, well, we need to get over there for lunch real soon.
Let's do it. The closest location is at 6244 Camp Bowie Boulevard.
There are also many locations in the area, so head on over and do your old, wiser body a favor.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
If your business or restaurant is in need of fresh produce, then you're going to want to visit premierproduce.com and learn about all the great services provided by Premier Produce. They're located at 8125 Western Hills Boulevard in Fort Worth. Check them out for all of your produce needs. Then one of our favorite sponsors here on the Brewer Bear Network is Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's has several locations nearby. Check out one of those the next time you're hungry for some delicious food. We want to thank Jimmy John's for providing so much food for us here at the stadium on a regular basis. Jimmy John's is the place to go. It's halftime on the BBN. I'm your host, Donnie Foster. We want to thank you for listening. Now, during halftime, we are playing ads from all of our sponsors. These local businesses and organizations make this broadcast possible. So take note of each business and organization and be sure to visit them soon. When you do, let them know you appreciate their involvement in Brewer High School and our community. If you would like to become a sponsor, well, there are many ways to get involved. Just send us a message through one of our social media accounts, and we will help you join the team. Go Bears!
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Texas at highschoolofficials.com.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Donnie, the other day I cut myself and thought I was going to need stitches.
Did you go to the ER?
Nah, I just put some duct tape on it and called it a day. Besides, the nearest ER is too far away.
Hey, not anymore, Fern. Medical City of White Settlement is located at 9650 White Settlement Road, right on the corner.
Seriously?
Serious as a heart.
Wait, maybe we shouldn't use the phrase during an ad for a medical facility.
Good call, Fern. But when you need emergency care, call Medical City of White Settlement at 682-610-6100.
Thanks for joining us here on the BBN. There are several ways to keep up with us here at the Brewer Bear Network. First of all, you can like us on Facebook. Just do a simple search for Brewer Bear Network and you'll find us. Hit the like button, and that's a great way to stay connected. Also, we have an account on Instagram. Same thing, just search for Brewer Bear Network and follow us there, and we'll keep you up to date on all things Brewer Bear athletics. Thanks again for joining us. We appreciate you.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Hey, Terrence, you own your own home, right?
Yes, I do, Donnie.
So you know the hassle it can be when you need a new roof.
I sure do. And in Texas, with the hail, high winds, and storms, our homes take a beating.
Well, that's why we recommend TXD Roofing. Texas Direct Roofing is located in Haltom City and has been in business since 2011.
To schedule an inspection or install, head to txdroofing.com.
Thanks, TXD Roofing, for all you do for our school.
Hey Bear fans, here's some more of our great sponsors. Let me tell you about Rival Signs. They're located at 110 Jim White Freeway in Fort Worth. Check them out for all your signage needs. And of course, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Visit your local Raising Cane's for all your chicken finger needs.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
In school sports, it's easy to see the wins, the moments that make headlines. But there's so much work that goes unseen for any of it to happen. My name is Phil Risen, and I'm the Executive Director of the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Throughout the country, athletic administrators dedicate countless hours to making life-changing opportunities possible for student athletes through sports. Their sacrifice is fueled by the belief that every student can grow and deserves their time to shine. On behalf of the NIAAA, we want to thank every athletic administrator for your tireless dedication to providing 7.8 million students across the country a path to a better future.
This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You guys just didn't want it bad enough. That should have been an easy win. What were you doing out there? You gotta hustle. You could have made that play if you'd been open.
On the car ride home after the game, when you think you're helping by telling me what I did wrong and what I need to work on, all I hear is that I'm not good enough, that I'm supposed to be perfect, that it's not okay to lose. On the car ride home, all I need to hear is how much you love me and enjoy watching me play. That my worth isn't determined by my performance. That even on my worst day, I am worthy. That you see me learning, growing, and doing my best. And that is enough.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
It's halftime on the BBN. I'm your host, Donnie Foster. We want to thank you for listening. Now, during halftime, we are playing ads from all of our sponsors. These local businesses and organizations make this broadcast possible. So take note of each business and organization and be sure to visit them soon. When you do, let them know you appreciate their involvement in Brewer High School and our community. If you would like to become a sponsor, well, there are many ways to get involved. Just send us a message through one of our social media accounts, and we will help you join the team. Go Bears!
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
If you're like me, you love a good snack or a hearty sandwich while watching football or your favorite sports on the weekend, Well, a great place to head over to then is Charlie's Philly Steaks. They'll take care of you and they'll fill you up and you'll be excited to go back over and over again. They're located at 9521 White Settlement Road.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
It's halftime on the BBN. I'm your host, Donnie Foster. We want to thank you for listening. Now, during halftime, we are playing ads from all of our sponsors. These local businesses and organizations make this broadcast possible. So take note of each business and organization and be sure to visit them soon. When you do, let them know you appreciate their involvement in Brewer High School and our community. If you would like to become a sponsor, well, there are many ways to get involved. Just send us a message through one of our social media accounts, and we will help you join the team. Go Bears!
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation: that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit, because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So, how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
One of the best innovations in my lifetime is the emergence of rehab facilities to help us recover after surgeries and medical procedures. Baylor Rehab Facilities are right here in our area and can be found through a simple Google search. The fine staff at Baylor is always ready to help you recover and get back to enjoying life at the fullest. Thank you, Baylor, for being an awesome part of our community.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Something everyone appreciates is loyalty. We have two very loyal sponsors here on the Brewer Bear Network, and that's Chili's and EECU. Chili's Bar and Grill, located at 300 Clifford Street, one of the most popular places to eat and just hang out with your friends in the entire area. Head on over to Chili's and check out their fantastic menu and tell them you heard about them on the BBN. And of course, EECU, a fantastic credit union that takes care of all of your needs. They're located at 9350 Clifford Street. They have a friendly staff and would love for you to come in and visit them so that they can serve you. Thank you, Chili's and EECU, two of our most loyal sponsors. So let's show them some loyalty and head on over and check out their services.
In most places, football season means it's fall and the weather is cooler.
Yeah, not in Texas.
Remember all those hot days on the playing field, Fern?
I sure do, Donnie. All we had was a community water jug, if we were lucky.
Yeah, same here. But now there's Frio Hydration. It specializes in keeping athletes cool and well hydrated in any situation.
You can learn more about their services at friohydration.com.
The products you want and the quality you deserve.
Thanks Frio Hydration.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Terrence, now that we're getting older,
I prefer to say we're getting wiser.
hey, I like that. Anyway, now that we are wiser, what's a good option for delicious but healthy eating?
It's got to be Jason's Deli. They have everything from amazing sandwiches to delectable salads.
Okay, well, we need to get over there for lunch real soon.
Let's do it. The closest location is at 6244 Camboy Boulevard.
There are also many locations in the area, so head on over and do your old, wiser body a favor.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
If your business or restaurant is in need of fresh produce, then you're going to want to visit premierproduce.com and learn about all the great services provided by Premier Produce. They're located at 8125 Western Hills Boulevard in Fort Worth. Check them out for all of your produce needs. Then one of our favorite sponsors here on the Brewer Bear Network is Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's has several locations nearby. Check out one of those the next time you're hungry for some delicious food. We want to thank Jimmy John's for providing so much food for us here at the stadium on a regular basis. Jimmy John's is the place to go. It's halftime on the BBN. I'm your host, Donnie Foster. We want to thank you for listening. Now, during halftime, we are playing ads from all of our sponsors. These local businesses and organizations make this broadcast possible. So take note of each business and organization and be sure to visit them soon. When you do, let them know you appreciate their involvement in Brewer High School and our community. If you would like to become a sponsor, well, there are many ways to get involved. Just send us a message through one of our social media accounts, and we will help you join the team. Go Bears!
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Texas at highschoolofficials.com.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Donnie, the other day I cut myself and thought I was going to need stitches.
Did you go to the ER?
Nah, I just put some duct tape on it and called it a day. Besides, the nearest ER is too far away.
Hey, not anymore, Fern. Medical City of White Settlement is located at 9650 White Settlement Road, right on the corner.
Seriously?
Serious as a heart of.
Wait, maybe we shouldn't use the phrase during an ad for a medical facility.
Good call, Fern. But when you need emergency care, call Medical City of White Settlement at 682-610-6100.
Thanks for joining us here on the BBN. There are several ways to keep up with us here at the Brewer Bear Network. First of all, you can like us on Facebook. Just do a simple search for Brewer Bear Network and you'll find us. Hit the like button, and that's a great way to stay connected. Also, we have an account on Instagram. Same thing, just search for Brewer Bear Network and follow us there, and we'll keep you up to date on all things Brewer Bear athletics. Thanks again for joining us. We appreciate you.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Hey, Terrence, you own your own home, right?
Yes, I do, Donnie.
So you know the hassle it can be when you need a new roof.
I sure do. And in Texas, with the hail, high winds, and storms, our homes take a beating.
Well, that's why we recommend TXD Roofing. Texas Direct Roofing is located in Haltom City and has been in business since 2011.
To schedule an inspection or install, head to txdroofing.com.
Thanks, TXD Roofing, for all you do for our school.
Hey Bear fans, here's some more of our great sponsors. Let me tell you about Rival Signs. They're located at 110 Jim White Freeway in Fort Worth. Check them out for all your signage needs. And of course, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Visit your local Raising Cane's for all your chicken finger needs.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
In school sports, it's easy to see the wins, the moments that make headlines. But there's so much work that goes unseen for any of it to happen. My name is Phil Risen, and I'm the Executive Director of the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Throughout the country, athletic administrators dedicate countless hours to making life-changing opportunities possible for student-athletes through sports. Their sacrifice is fueled by the belief that every student can grow and deserves their time to shine. On behalf of the NIAAA, we want to thank every athletic administrator for your tireless dedication to providing 7.8 million students across the country a path to a better future.
This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You guys just didn't want it bad enough. That should have been an easy win. What were you doing out there? You gotta hustle. You could have made that play if you'd been open.
On the car ride home after the game, when you think you're helping by telling me what I did wrong and what I need to work on, all I hear is that I'm not good enough, that I'm supposed to be perfect, that it's not okay to lose. On the car ride home, all I need to hear is how much you love me and enjoy watching me play. That my worth isn't determined by my performance. That even on my worst day, I am worthy. That you see me learning, growing, and doing my best. And that is enough.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
It's halftime on the BBN. I'm your host, Donnie Foster. We want to thank you for listening. Now, during halftime, we are playing ads from all of our sponsors. These local businesses and organizations make this broadcast possible. So take note of each business and organization and be sure to visit them soon. When you do, let them know you appreciate their involvement in Brewer High School and our community. If you would like to become a sponsor, well, there are many ways to get involved. Just send us a message through one of our social media accounts, and we will help you join the team. Go Bears!
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Second half coming up. Bears down big, 44-0, but they get the ball to start the second half, so they'll be ready to try to get some things going here, Fernie. Don't you think?
They got to get something going. Let's just don't worry about the score. Let's just start getting some offense rolling. Let's play some good sound defense. Hopefully they fixed whatever they were having issues with in that secondary. But we'll start out with offense first.
Yes, we certainly will. As we mentioned earlier, beautiful night here in Aledo. Great night for football. Very warm night, probably the warmest Friday night of the year thus far. But haven't seen any signs of a lot of cramping down there, so it means the players were well hydrated and ready to go for this one.
I haven't seen it from either team.
They took advantage of the Frio hydration to tout one of our sponsors. And so we're set and ready to go. Bears with the deep men back at about the 15 once again. Aledo, every time they've kicked off, have kicked off deep to the left corner. And they're going to do that again. It'll be fielded this time, though, at the 7-yard line. It will be returned up to 20. He's trying to spin out of a tackle is number 21, Braylon Reed, but not able to do so. He'll be down at the 23.
It's a nice job by number 21 for your Brewer Bears on that return.
16 yards on the return.
Okay, so Bears will start there to the second half, trying to get some things rolling.
All right, here come the Bears.
Riles in the backfield one more time.
Looks like they got an empty backfield.
They're going to go empty backfield right here. 5 wide receivers. A little different look here offensively. See how that shapes out. Riles in the gun. Quick toss, tipped at the line of scrimmage and falls incomplete. Looks like he was gunning for Roberts on that one, number 10, but it was batted down.
Yeah, like Roberts hit that skinny post, came right inside. Ball was tipped.
All right, so second down and 10 coming up. This time they'll put Cam and Alexander in the backfield, so they just split both of them out as receivers on that last play. Alexander goes in motion. Quick toss out to him in the flat. Spins, makes one guy miss, dives forward, and he just gets back to the line of scrimmage. And then a flag comes in late. We'll see what that's about. Posture from the defense says it's on them. You see someone get up, slump their shoulders, and start shaking their head, you know that usually that flag is against them.
Yeah.
Pretty good indication.
Was it a face mask? I'm not sure what happened.
I'm going to guess personal foul. But
yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be some kind of a 15-yard variety. They don't like to tell us. They just like to throw the flag and then mark it off and start.
And then saunter. Saunter down the field.
Milling about.
Milling about.
So they moved the ball from Shreveport to about Wichita. No, not quite Wichita Falls.
That might be the Metroplex.
That's a little more Abilene.
That might be.
No, that's nowhere
That
near
might be
Abilene.
Weatherford. That might be Aledo.
That might be
right?
Aledo.
Okay.
That's right.
I think they did.
I'm going to pull out my map.
All right, here we go. First and 10, ball at the 33-yard line after a 38-yard line with that 15-yard penalty. One man comes in motion. They toss it to him. Hit in the backfield and drop quick.
Boy, I tell you, that defensive end shed his block and was right there.
That was Cooper Cyphers.
He went from Weatherford to Tyler.
Yeah, he ciphered that play very, very well. So Caden Foster was no, that was
number 6.
That was Wash, who came in motion. They toss it to him, and he had nowhere to go. All right, so big loss after the 15-yard penalty. It's going to make it 2nd and 7, 2nd and 15. Loss of 5. 3 wide receivers this time for Riles. 4 down linemen. Fakes the handoff. Quick toss. Caught. Nice run by Roberts up the middle, and he's going to get past the 45-yard line, about 3 yards short of the first down.
Got another personal foul.
And we got a late flag once again coming in. And Foster tells us it's going to be against the defense. This time we got an indication coming. It is personal foul against the defense. So we had a
13 yards on the reception.
13-yard pitch and catch, and then tack on 15. It'll be a 28-yard positive for the Bears.
And an automatic first down.
Yep.
Oh, Roberts, he's got a little bit of wiggle in him when he catches that ball.
He does. It's good to see. It's another all yak yards.
Yes. Handoff Coleman up the middle. Off right tackle, actually, and he's going to gain about 3 on that one.
Nice job by Coleman to get upfield on that one.
So, Terrence, when you got a chance, just kind of mix in some first half stats for us. Let us know what's been going on.
All right. We had 10 rushes in the first half for 39 yards and a total of 41 for the first half rushing yards and 73 passing yards, with a big pass to Roberts for 53 being the highlight.
All right, Coleman run off of the right side is going to net about 0 gain on that one. That's going to be a 3rd down and about 6 to go coming up. Just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Coleman has rushed for 12 rushes for 39 yards, which is pretty low output. He had just as many 0-yard gains or as he had positive yard gains.
Yeah, it just hasn't been any open lanes for him. That Aledo defense has done a really good job. They've been crowding the box like we thought they would. They have 7 in the box at all times and have tonight, as they do right now.
We got a timeout, Bears.
Bears calling the timeout on offense, trying to get straight here. It's a good timeout. If you're not Sept, here the first possession of the second half, it's 3rd down. You want this to go well to kind of set the tone for the second half, so good timeout by the coaching staff.
Yeah, on the defensive side of the ball, Wash is the name that you've probably heard us call a lot in the first half. He had a total of 8 tackles, 6 solo tackles, and 2 assists. Also, number 3, you're going to have to pronounce that, Castellanos. Had 1 tackle for a loss and a total of 5 tackles with 4 solo tackles and an assist. Houston had 1 hurry and 5 tackles, solo tackles. Kerrigan had 2 tackles and an interception. And a host of other Bears contributed in other ways. 1 hurry for Spartman and 3 tackles for Harris Jr.
All right.
So here's what's going to happen. Next time I go to Mexico, both of y'all going with me. Make y'all pronounce all the names while we're down there.
Standout stat, 0 penalties in the first half.
3rd and 6, 1 man in motion. 5-step drop, trying to set up a screen, and nobody was home.
Yeah, he was extremely pressured on that one.
He really was, and Riles is still down, and he was trying to get that to Coleman, but threw it over his head. The linemen were set and in position. If could have somehow gotten the ball to Coleman, it would have been a really nice play. I mean, he would have had a walk-in touchdown from 40 yards out.
He looks like he slammed his head down on the.
Yeah, Riles is down and hurt. They are attending to him, and Juelz Sanders starting to get warmed up on the sideline. He's the backup. We saw him on the first play of the game. He ran up in the backfield. A little toss to him, and rode out to the right. and threw a pass deep that was almost completed, but just fell a little bit short. And so he got a little time at QB in the first game and at mop-up time and looked good. So looks like he may come in here. And Colton is moving. He's now setting up, but he's definitely pretty shaken up on this play. Just kind of waiting to see if we can figure out exactly what happened to him. I think you guys are right. He took a pretty nasty fall backwards, probably hit his head and got what we used to say, got his bell rung a little bit. And so they're probably going to take him out and do a little concussion protocol.
Yeah, I
and,
think so.
Check that out and see how he's doing. So, yeah, they're walking him off to check him out, and Jewels will come in.
I believe that's Doc Evan Wano.
Yeah.
For the Bears, excellent trainer.
All right, so 4th down and 6 to go. The Bears are going to go for it here on 4th down. Ball at the 36-yard line. Got to get to the 30. Jewels checks in, 3 wide receivers. Coleman in the backfield with him. Sanders in the gun, 3-step drop, rolls out right, looking downfield, fires. No one home, has to throw it away, and that's going to be turnover on downs. He also gets hit pretty good on the play, too, and takes a tumble, but he's okay. Tough position to come into, being 4th and 6.
And get pressured right off the bat.
Yeah. All right, so the Bearcats will take over with 9:08 to go here in the third quarter. Bears run about 3 minutes off the clock. Bears set for their first defensive series of the game. They'll line up with 4 down linemen. Little run up the middle, dancing around, making a couple guys miss as the tailback. He's going to pick up about 7. That's number 21 for the Bearcats.
Tackle made by number 1. That's going to be Houston for the Bears.
Caden Winkfield, he's done the bulk of the carrying for the Bearcats tonight. Bearcats have thrown the ball quite a bit tonight, though, as well. Done most of their damage either through the air or quarterback on the ground. 3 wide receivers this time, 2nd and 4. Bears once again going to bring 4. Handoff. Left side. Tries to break a tackle and does, and gets just enough for the first down. Was hit about a yard short, but powered forward for a few more. Picks up the first.
Yeah, tackle made by number 22, Caleb Walker, for the Bears on that last play.
First down and 10, ball at the 48-yard line for the Bearcats. Handoff up the middle. Bears are there. Stuff him and bring him down after a gain of about 2. It's a nice play there by the defensive line.
Yeah, good job by the Bears. Look, number 6, Walsh on that tackle for the Bears.
Next week, the Bears will be home against Richland. Got the Richland Royals. The Hazel Hornets are off this week. They have their bye week with the 9-district team. Someone is on a bye week every week. That's Hazel this week. And the Bears will be at their place 2 weeks from tonight against that big matchup, the rivalry. Handoff up the middle. Bears are there once again. Short gain, maybe about 3, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Tackle made by number 11, Malachi Barr for your Bears. Malachi Barr, excuse me.
He's stopping 4 yards short of the first down, so it'll be 3rd and 4. Big opportunity here for the Bears to try to get a stop. See if they can force a punt by the Bearcats. They're going to line up with 3 wide receivers, though. 2 men in the backfield along with QB. Quarterback keeper up the middle on the read option, and he picks up a big gain all the way to the Bear 35-yard line. First down, Bearcats.
Tackle made by number 5, Caden Foster for the Bears. Comes up with a little limp, but he seems to be fine.
Yeah, Caden has just been all over the field this season, doing a really good job.
Is that Austin or Waco Where's that?
Yeah, I think they're right about Waco right there on the Texas on the field. Here we go. Handoff up the middle, weaving through, breaking a tackle, turning on the Jets, and powering all the way into the end zone. That is going to be a 35-yard run.
Yeah, that run was by Caden Winkfield for the Aledo Bearcats.
Man, just dodging and bobbing and weaving and just turning on the Jets.
Getting upfield.
And getting upfield. All right. Point after attempt coming by the left-footed kicker. Kick is up. And good. And 51-0 is your score. 7 touchdowns and an safety tonight. All right, 6:24 to go here in the third. Bears will get the ball back, trying to get something going.
Yeah, they still haven't been able to establish a run or a rhythm. That's just a good defense being played.
Yeah, it's been a tough night for sure. In 3 weeks, Bears will take on the Denton Broncos. That's going to be homecoming on October the 3rd. On the 10th it is the Bears bye week. And then after that, they'll be on the road to Birdville. We'll get some scores from around the district here in just a moment. Bears set and ready for the kickoff.
We'll see. Got a new kicker.
The green shoot kicker. This time he kicks it down the middle of the field. Fielded at the 5. It's going to be returned up to the 10 to the 15. Little bit of a seam. Helmet comes flying off and gets up to the 20-yard line.
It's going to be number 6, right?
Yes.
Walsh. No, maybe that's Foster. No, that is 5. Foster on that.
Okay.
On that carry.
Well,
his helmet come flying off.
It did. It's a nice return from the 5 up to the 20, 15-yard return. Bears will take over at the 20-yard line. 6:18 to go in the third.
Who's the other deep man back there?
21 is who it has been Braylon Reed most of the night.
Braylon Reed.
Yep. 4 wide receivers. One tailback in the backfield with Sanders. Handoff to Coleman. Got some room up the middle. And he barrels forward for about 11 yards. First down, Bears.
Nice job by Coleman getting upfield and getting some yards.
Denton Ryan up over Keller Fossil Ridge, 43-14. That's a final from last night. Richland Royals up 49-23 at the half over the Broncos. And the Hawks of Birdville up 28-7 over Granbury in the fourth. And then your score here, 51-0 Bearcats on top. Timeout on the field. It looks like Coleman may have been a little shaken up on that one.
Yeah, look like he got hit right in the hip.
Well, he's going to come out. They're going to check on him, make sure he's all right. We know Cam. He doesn't like to come out of the game. First time Bears ball at the 31-yard line. Handoff inside. And a couple of yards on the gain there from, looks like that was Alexander.
Yeah, it was number 2, Alexander on the carry for the Bears.
We've seen Alexander quite a bit tonight. All season long he's been back there with Cam. But I've called his number quite a bit here tonight.
He's still staying in there.
Yeah, Alexander stays in the backfield. Of course, Colton Riles injured on the last series. He went out. Joel Sanders, the backup, comes in. Handoff. A little shaky, but handled well by Alexander. He gets around right in. Oh, and he fumbles the ball, and I think the Bearcats have it. They do. Boy, he was about to have a nice run of about 8 or 9 yards, and he fumbled the ball. He was hit from behind and stripped, dropped it.
Yeah.
The Bearcats will take over at the 39, 38-yard line.
Good field position for the Bearcats.
All right, Bears had a little something cooking, but couldn't sustain it there. And the Bearcats will take over. 5:14 to go at the Bears 38-yard line. Looks like a new QB came in for the Bearcats.
Yeah, it looks like they got a new line as well.
Number 7, Christian Sandoval checks in. 4 wide receivers. Quick toss, left side, caught. Wide receiver screen. He jets forward inside the 25-yard line to the 24 for a first down.
Tackle made by number, I believe, 6. Is that correct? Walsh?
It is difficult to see, but I believe you're right. Walsh. Definitely. That was him. Number 6.
We appreciate the hospitality here tonight by the staff in the press box. Don't always get as good a care as we have here, so we always appreciate that. Bearcats with the ball, first down, handoff, 23, up the middle, and he dives forward to the 20, gain of 4. That was on the carry, Rudy Moya.
All right, tackle made by number 6, Walsh, again for your Bears.
So we had a little Chick-fil-A tonight. We had some
chili cheese dogs,
big beefy hot dogs,
Frito pies, nachos.
We had chili, we had cheese. There was a plethora of Chick-fil-A sauce out there, too.
Don't forget the Reese's Pieces, or the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
A stack of candy.
All kinds of candy.
Electrolytes, Pedialyte, water.
Hey, that was some good stuff now.
Fern almost turned into Betty White, so we got him a Snickers.
They even had
felt
coffee.
better.
If a place has coffee, man, they're all right in my book. Handoff once again up the middle. Sneaking through, staying on his feet, dancing, fighting all the way inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Boy, that's a nice run that time once again by Moya, Rudy Moya.
Tackle made by number 22, Caleb Walker for the Bears.
Young man got some juice. Yeah, we talked about this before. You know, the depth of this Bearcat team is really unbelievable. It's just so good. Someone can go down, or someone can get tired, or come in a situation like this, and just really there's no letdown. They mark him down at the 8-yard line, so be first and go. Bears lined up and set. They're going to bring 4, showing blitz. They bring 5. Keying on the run, hit him pretty quick, but he stays on his feet, dives forward, picks up a few to the 4.
Tackle made by number 3, I believe, for the Bears.
Yeah, and Moya is not a big tailback, but boy, he gets some quick momentum. He has a
moves
burst
his
of
feet,
speed.
keeps moving his feet.
Yep. So it'll be second and go, ball at the 4-yard line. Bears defensive line continuing to fight all night long. Handoff inside. Hit quick as Moya. This time they stand him up and bring him down after a gain of maybe 1.5 yards.
And tackle is made by number 50 for the Bears. That's going to be Jovan Sparkman.
Number 99, Clemens, also on the tackle.
Big Clemens right in the middle.
Plugging up the middle.
Third and go, ball at the 3-yard line this time. Bears stack it up at the line of scrimmage. Handoff up the middle, hitting the backfield and push backwards is Moya. He's going to lose yardage all the way back to the 6 this time.
Walsh on that tackle, again, number 6 for the Bears.
All right, so that's going to make it 4th and go. And they somehow give him forward progress up to the 5.
I do not understand that.
Definitely marked him at
He
the
was
6.
never close to the 5.
Marked him at the 6 and then decided, let's just move up here to the 5. All
Wow.
right, 4th and goal. And Bearcats going to kick a field goal. They'll spot it down at the 12. Let's see, the 12-yard line, so this will be a 22-yard attempt. Left foot kicker gets it up and through. Number 83 for them is good. Peyton Schaefer. All right, so ran quite a bit off the clock, about 4 minutes off the clock with just 1:24 to go here in the third. Bears will get the ball back. Once again, just trying to get something going offensively.
And it's not like they haven't done anything. They get down here to the Aledo side, and then it just fizzles.
Yeah, they've had some positive plays, just not sustaining any kind of drives tonight, getting anything going. And it's going to be a lot of good film to watch, that's for sure. A lot of things to correct, and a lot of things they can work on.
The fizzy bubbly is fizzled.
Kind of fizzled out? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, kind of fizzled out, right, when they get past that 30.
Bearcats set and ready to kick off.
Looks like the Bears have somebody new back deep.
Kick goes over the deep man's head and goes out of bounds. That was number 13 back there,
Yeah,
Jones.
Andrew Jones.
Yeah, we've seen Jones. We've seen Reed. We've seen a couple different guys back
Caden
there.
Foster, I think, has been back there.
Foster's been back there most of the time, but the two guys switched out a little bit.
That time you had Wash
back there with Andrew Jones.
All right, Bears take over their own 25.
Looks like Cameron is back on the field.
That's a good sign.
Cameron
Coleman's
Coleman.
back there. 4 receivers for Sanders, who's in the gun. 4 down linemen on the rush for Aledo. They faked the handoff.
Oh, where's that flag
Should have
at?
been pass interference because the young man, that was Jones, wasn't it, 13?
Yeah.
He was completely knocked down before the ball got there.
Oh, wow.
No flag. Wow.
Come on. What are we doing here? How could that not be pass interference?
Because, yeah, he hit him pretty good, too.
Yeah, he just knocked him off his feet before the ball got there. So, yeah, they never even thought about throwing the flag. Okay, well, that'll be incomplete, 2nd and 10. Low snap but handled. Hand off. Coleman, he's got nowhere to go. He runs into big number 73, and he didn't let go. That was Roland Krieger.
Yeah, just kind of plugging up the hole there.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 10 coming up. Ball still the 25. Yeah, it's too bad because Sanders had a good look on that route across the middle to try to hit Jones, and he was knocked off his feet before the ball got there. Just a blown call by the officials not calling the pass interference. 3 wide receivers here on this 3rd down play. Sanders, 3-step drop, under pressure, takes off. He's going to run. He's got a little room, and he slides. Boy, could have picked up several more yards, but slides down a little early. They mark him down all the way back at the 28.
Wow.
So would have liked to have seen maybe take off and run there. Probably could have been close to the 1st down. That's one of those they'll look at on film and say, okay, in this situation, lower the head, make a cut.
That should be the end of the 3rd.
And just a few ticks left, and that's going to be it for the 3rd quarter. And we'll be right back with the 4th quarter after this.
If you're like me, you love a good snack or a hearty sandwich while watching football or your favorite sports on the weekend, well, a great place to head over to then is Charlie's Philly Steaks. They'll take care of you and they'll fill you up and you'll be excited to go back over and over again. They're located at 9521 White Settlement Road.
One of the best innovations in my lifetime is the emergence of rehab facilities that help us recover after surgeries and medical procedures. Baylor Rehab Facilities are right here in our area and can be found through a simple Google search. The fine staff at Baylor is always ready to help you recover and get back to enjoying life at the fullest. Thank you, Baylor, for being an awesome part of our community. 4th quarter coming up, 54-0 is your score. Bears with a 4th down play coming up. They will be deep in their own territory, going to be forced to kick it here. Deep man will be back for the Bearcats at about the 35-yard line. Snap is high but handled. Good kick this time. It's going to be a directional kick out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. They'll mark it up at about the 35. We're going to get a flag. Not sure what was going on. 36, Matthew Aguilar has been the punter tonight. Good job. See what that flag is about along the sidelines there. know if there was some jawing going on over there. What
ball,
happened?
The spotting of the ball hasn't happened, first of all.
Well,
looks like it's at the 36.
Yeah, the field judge, is here at the 36-yard line. But we need to check this.
Number 27 of our side was in the mixed of the sidelines over here getting rustled.
Definitely will be a 15-yard variety against the
Aledo
Bearcats.
It was
no indication whatsoever as to what it was.
It was a tussling.
Only one time tonight do I remember, maybe twice, they actually gave us an indication of what the penalty was. Very unusual staff here tonight. Little toss sweep here for the Bearcats on the right side. It's going to be a big gain down the right sidelines, and finally gain tackled, pushed out of bounds near midfield. It's going to be a 25-yard gain. It's all the way into Bear territory. Marks them down at the Bears' 48-yard lines.
Tackle made by number 23.
27-yard run that time.
23 is going to be Joshua Matthews.
So after the big 15-yard penalty at the end of the punt, the Bearcats get most of that yardage right back. This time they'll line up with 4 wide receivers in the backfield. They give a little toss sweep again to number 11. This time he's going to be forced out of bounds near the midfield mark, and they're going to lose yardage, and there's a flag on the play.
Yeah, tackle again by number 23 for the Bears. That's going to be Joshua Matthews, the junior.
So if we get a holding penalty here.
Certainly seems like it.
Yes,
That's what happened.
Yeah, Aledo, personal foul.
We have a personal foul. It's interesting.
Face mask
Brewer against
Brewer.
the Bears.
Wow.
They got their eyeballs on something that we couldn't see up here, and so 15 yards against them will move it. There's a loss on the play of about 2 yards, and instead of second and long, it's going to be automatic first down and well into Bear territory. I think I figured out the referees, when the call's against the Bears, they give us an indication.
Yeah, you noticed that,
when
huh?
it's against Aledo, they're not telling us. They're just marking it off. And I'm not being facetious. That's just what they've been doing.
Well, that's the first penalty against the Bears. And they definitely told you what it was.
Yeah. Handoff right side, cutting back in, up the middle for a gain of about 8 on the play. Nice carry there by number 23,
Yeah, it's
Rudy Moya.
Moya. Tackle made by number 99 for the Bears.
That's the first penalty
I'm
against
sorry,
the defense.
number 50 for the Bears. That's going to be Jovan Spartman.
First penalty against the defense tonight or overall?
First penalty overall.
Overall against the Bears.
And it was against the defense.
Wow. Okay. I did not realize that.
Bears have played a very clean game.
So then there have been a couple of times that they have give us the indication of the penalty, because that's about only the third time they've done it now that I can remember. So the other 2 were against the Bearcats. But the rest of them, no indication, just marking it off. Second about 2, handoff. Once again, Moya bounces the outside, cuts it back up. Hit right at the first down marker, depending on the spot. He might be a little short. Nope, they're going to give him forward progress and move the chains. So
Jovan Spartman on the tackle for the Bears.
And he made that over near the sideline, Fernie. So that's a really nice pursuit by him.
Sure was.
Wasn't loafing on that play.
That young man has played some running back, so it's not surprising.
You know, we need to see him on a goal line stand or a goal line formation, a situation here offensively. We need to see him come in and carry the ball.
Not quite the refrigerator Perry, but pretty close.
He's our own version.
I'd like to see him back there in the Wildcat with Coleman.
That'd be fun. 1st and 10, ball at the 22 for the Wildcats. Handoff, Moya spins, hit in the backfield, gains about 1.
Good job. Tackle by Houston for the Bears.
Wildcats, Bearcats.
Yeah.
Wild Bearcats. Cat dogs.
Wildcats, great 1980s movie. Goldie Hawn as the coach. Remember that?
Yeah. Bring him back.
Wildcats. There we go, 2nd and 10.
Football.
Yes, that's what that one was. Football. And
Good tackle.
Nice tackle that time on the handoff. Loss of 2 on the play.
Number 1, Jordan Houston for the Bears on that tackle.
Number 1, tackling number 1, Jeremiah Johnson. So make it 3rd and 10. I want to say Woody Harrelson was in that movie.
He was. I think
Wesley
Snipes was in there.
That was one of those weird 80s movies for sure. All right, 3rd and 10 coming up for the Bearcats. Bears line up 3 down linemen. Handoff, bouncing to the outside, hit quickly. Helmet comes off. I think that was
Kingston Hurst.
Yeah, that was Hurst. Lost his helmet on the tackle, but he made the initial hit. And
number 6 Walsh, as well as number 11 Malachi Barr on that tackle for the Bears.
Yeah, short gain on the play, so it's going to be 4th and long to go for the Bearcats, and they're going to line up and attempt the 20. Let's see, it'll be a 36-yard attempt on the field goal.
Bears have been getting through, almost getting to it.
All right, here we go. 36-yard attempt coming up. Snap is high, but it's down. Bears, I think they blocked it. Yeah, they got a finger on it. And that one's going to be blocked, and the Bears will take over. So good job.
Number 21 or 6, I'm not sure which one got a hold of it, but they got a finger on it.
Yeah, good job.
Bears defense stands.
Yeah, and I made that call, y'all. They were getting close, that's for sure.
So who do we think blocked that? Number 21, I believe.
I think 21, yeah.
Reed?
Yeah, 21, Braylon Reed.
Nice block that time. So Bears will take over on their own 20-yard line.
Goes down as a BFG.
Handoff inside, dancing around. Getting to the outside now with some room to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. Stiff arm and getting out of bounds is Cam Coleman up near the 45. Nice run that time by Cameron.
25 yards on the carry.
Well, by far the longest run of the night for him.
Nice job by Cam to get outside on that.
Not the longest play from offense, from line of scrimmage, but longest run for sure. Nice 25-yard run. Gets it up to the 45-yard line in the first down. 7 minutes to go here in this one. 3 wide receivers. 1 H-back, 1 tailback for Sanders is in the backfield. Handoff fake. Good keeper. Jewels up the middle. Slides down once again, but not before he picks up about 6 or 7. They're really not very generous with that slide.
No.
And of course,
at least not for the Bear quarterbacks.
Yeah, I'm not sure the Bearcat quarterback has slid too much tonight.
No,
that's true.
If anything, he's dove forward.
Yeah. So give it a gain of 7 for Jewels on that one. Nice game. 3 wide receivers this time on second down. Handoff up the middle, bouncing the outside, hitting the backfield, spinning out of it is Coleman. Now dancing around, trying to find a seam, and he's going to lose a lot on this one all the way back nearly to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think he's back. And like you said, he's about a yard short of the original line of scrimmage.
Would have been better if as soon as he was hit, just went down, because then he would have got forward progress close to the line of scrimmage, but instead he loses about 5. So instead of 3rd and short here, it's going to be 3rd and long. 9 to go, all the way back to the 46-yard line. They got to get up to the 45 of the Bearcats. Sanders will have 3 wide receivers and a tailback to work on that. He's in the gun. Bearcats bring 4. Late blitzer, quick toss, outside, caught. Tried to get away from the tackler, but can't do it until he's slung down. But it does get into Bearcat territory to the 48.
I think they're going to go for it.
6 yards
Got no
on
choice.
the toss.
That was 12 on the catch out there, Kerrigan. And so 4th and 3, Bears going for it. Quick drop, and pass
bad
is low.
pass.
Almost picked off, but it falls short, incomplete for Sanders, and the Bearcats will take over.
Kind of rushed that one.
That would have been the perfect time for a double move.
Yeah.
You had single coverage, no safety over the top, maybe pump fake, go deep, and hit them. But, that's something that you usually don't pull off unless you have an experienced quarterback.
Yeah.
And so that's a tough one to just call there on the fly.
Yeah, the Bears got Cam coming out of the backfield. I think if you can get it on him in open field, you have a really good chance of him picking up the yardage. But
yeah,
play was looking on the other side of the field in the opposite direction. Both those last two plays he was open out of the backfield.
Yeah,
something the Bears will pick up on defense. On the film.
Handoff Bearcats. Not a lot cooking on that one. Short gain, if any.
Nice pursuit by the Bears. Tackle made by number 11 for the Bears, Barr.
And he does get back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 10. 4:33 and counting in this one as it's ticking down. Not a lot happening down on the field at the moment. This game is well in hand for the Bearcats. Just trying to get this one to the close, to the finish. But Bears still fighting hard. Handoff up the middle. Hit quickly near the line of scrimmage, then powering forward for a gain of about 3 or 4. Big Plemons still in there fighting.
Yeah, big number 99.
And it's always good to see the guys playing hard all the way to the finish, because it's easy when a game that's kind of out of hand like this to just kind of mail it in, to loaf.
Yeah.
Don't see any loafing down there. The Bears are playing hard. Handoff, Moya tries to cut it up the middle, and boy, he's hit quickly. 31 and 61.
Ball's
came
out.
out.
Looks like Aledo fell on it.
Number 27 was the initial tackler for the Bears, Christopher Blake, a sophomore.
Cedric Harris Jr. was in on that as well.
Number 61.
He hit quick.
Oh, Bears force a punt.
All right, so that's going to make it 4th and 8. And, yeah, Aledo forced a punt here in their own right at midfield. Yeah, that was 21, not 31, like you said, Fernie, on the tackle in there. I saw the one, thought it was 31, but it was 21. Here comes the kick for Aledo. It's a decent kick. End over end, hits at about the 12, and it's going to trickle out of bounds at about the 5. Not a whole lot that Reed could do with that one. Good directional kick.
Pretty good little punt.
They got the punter as a flag there.
No takeover at the 5.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. If it's roughing the punter, it could be an automatic first down. So if we get an indication here, they just mark it off.
He plays soccer. You could tell by his dive.
It's touching the punter. Breathing in the punter's vicinity.
It is.
Declined.
It is running into the kicker.
Running into the kicker.
Declined. I think that's only a 5-yard variety. So they just go ahead and elect to give the Bears the ball down at the 5-yard line.
Probably a good decline.
Yes. Own 5-yard line. Amazing enough, this is not the worst starting field position for the Bears. Actually, they moved it up to the 7 because they did start one on their own 2. No, their own 1-yard line.
On 1. They moved it back.
Yes, they did. All right, here we go. First down for the Bears. Ball at the 7. Low snap and handled. Handoff. Not a lot of room that time. Pushed backwards quickly. It was Coleman. And they'll give him forward progress up to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down. The clock continues to move. 2:30 and counting. Like we said, Bears back home next week against the Richland Royals, so make sure you come on out and participate. If you haven't been to a game this year, a great time to come out, enjoy it. Always a great atmosphere. 2nd and 10. Play clock.
Never started. Game clock is running.
Handoff up the middle. Nice run by Coleman. He's got some room to the 30, to the 40, to the 50. He's going to take this one all the way to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. No flags on the play. Cam Coleman takes it all the way for 93 yards.
93 yards. Wow.
That's going to help them numbers tonight.
Put him at 162. Yeah. How do you go from 69 to 162?
Well, your 93-yard run will do it every single time.
Oh, my goodness. And that's the Cam Coleman from last year.
Yeah.
We hadn't seen that much this year, but
he's been running between the tackles so much and just been hit so much at the line of scrimmage with 6, 7, 8 guys in the box every time, including tonight, that he just hasn't had a lot of running lanes.
Including that
play. Yeah, I was going to say that.
He just burst forward and through, and arm tackles didn't get him that time. Extra point is up, and it is good. And so the Bears get on the board.
And I love that for the Bears.
Yeah. Love that run for Cam. Love that score for the Bears.
93 yards.
And keeps his 100-yard average up.
Well, nothing like a 93-yarder to pad those stats for sure at the end of the game. He'll take it, and so will we.
He's got a little bit more than 100 yards per game so far. Let's look at that. Let's see. Yeah.
Well, he's got big aspirations and goals this year to try to break that all-time mark. He was so close last year and was injured in the final game, only about 50 yards short. I think maybe even less than that. I can't remember the exact number.
Less than that.
And it was just gut-wrenching to see him get hurt and not get a chance at that. And he's motivated to do it.
Yeah.
And never quit tonight. If you quit tonight, you just run into the pile in a blowout, loss. You may not get that chance at the end of the season. So circle that play right there as one where the Bears never quit and got a big play.
That's right. He had 250 coming into the night. So that's 144 that first game, 114 last week, 162 this week. Nice average.
Okay. And 162 against a state champion.
Yep. That's
they're not going to look at the how many yards do you get per play. They're going to look at total yards.
Well,
somebody might. But
162.
We'll take it.
We will take it. Great run by Cameron Coleman. Congratulations. Good job. 1:47 to go here in the game. 54-7 is your score.
Yeah. 162 on 17 carries.
Bears kicking off for the first time since the opening kickoff. 2 men deep back for Aledo at the 15. Well, they did kick off on the safety. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But after a score, it's their first time since the opening kickoff. Kick is a squib kick, bounces, fielded at about the 30. Will be returned. Bears in pursuit, and he finally just takes a knee at about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, that's number 18 who took that for the Aledo Bearcats.
Actually, at the 34. All right, 34-yard line for the Bearcats. As this one is just about over, they can line up in victory formation if they want to here. Maybe run a play or two and then do so. But, yeah, this one got out of hand early. Bears just struggling out a little bit on defense as well as offense to get anything going. Continue to fight all night, and that's what we like to see. Hopefully they can really build upon this effort here tonight. Bearcats got to run a play, hand it off up the middle.
Looks like number 1 on that handoff.
That's Jeremiah Johnson with the run up the middle for a gain of about 2.
Yep, number 1 on the tackle for the Bears. That's going to be Houston again.
And like we said, if Bearcats want to, they can get in victory formation and take a couple of kneels and run this one out. We'll see if that's what they decide to do, switching in and out some players here.
And if we don't start the play clock, they'll never have to run it out. Never have to take another snap.
True that. You never know tonight. All right, Bearcats finally get set. 1 second on the clock.
Delay a
game.
We'll have a flag for that. Bears try to push through and get in there, but nothing happening there. That'll back it up 5 yards, and with 53 ticks, have to snap it a couple more times.
Bears playing to the final whistle.
And we will definitely try to check on Bo Ramsey. We see him over on the sidelines on the far side. He's on crutches. And hopefully his injury is not too serious. We do see that right knee wrapped up over there. And I hope that he'll be all right and be back soon. We'll check on Colton Riles as well, who did not finish the game after taking a pretty nasty fall after a hit. All right, the Bearcats take the snap and take a knee. And that'll just about do it.
That should do it right there.
All right, so your final is going to be 54-7 tonight. We'll take a quick break, come back and wrap this one up here on the BBN.
If you're like me, you love a good snack or a hearty sandwich while watching football or your favorite sports on the weekend, well, a great place to head over to then is Charlie's Philly Steaks. They'll take care of you and they'll fill you up and you'll be excited to go back over and over again. They're located at 9521 White Settlement Road.
One of the best innovations in my lifetime is the emergence of rehab facilities that help us recover after surgeries and medical procedures. Baylor Rehab Facilities are right here in our area and can be found through a simple Google search. The fine staff at Baylor is always ready to help you recover and get back to enjoying life at the fullest. Thank you, Baylor, for being an awesome part of our community. All right, we're right back wrapping this one up here on the BBN. Bears lose 54-7 to the Bearcats, and Terrence Durham, bring it home for us.
All right, so we're going to start off on the defensive side of the ball, and you heard it all night long. Wash is the player to really kind of take a look at. Wash had 14 tackles tonight. Almost all of those except for one was in the first three quarters, and he ended up with an assisted tackle in the fourth quarter, but definitely put his stamp on the game. Also, you had Houston, number one, who also ended up with double-digit tackles tonight with 10 and one hurry. So definitely plays that impact the game. Costanello had a tackle for a loss earlier in the game. Kerrigan had an interception, and Reed had a blocked field goal. Spartman also showed up with a key play with a hurry during this game. Then on the offensive side of the ball, the Bears was pretty balanced throughout the game. They had rushed for 69 yards before the 93-yard breakout run. For their total runs tonight, they ended up with 176 rushing yards, and they ended up with 79 passing yards. Also, one of the key plays is Colton Riles ended up getting sacked in the end zone for a safety. The Bears had 255 yards of total offense, 31 yards in special teams in the return game, and the Bears come up tonight short with a 54-7 loss.
Yeah, and I see Colton Riles down the field, walking around. He seems like he's fine. I think they were probably being cautious tonight. He could have had a concussion, or perhaps he was close, and they just wanted to play it safe tonight. And so he looks like he is okay. Jewel Sanders came in, got a little playing time, and that may bode well for him later on.
Yeah, one of the things I want to mention also is Bears had one penalty the entire game. That is a clean game of football. So they're playing football the right way.
Yeah, and when you said that earlier, I was really shocked because I thought they'd had a penalty or two in the first half and just couldn't remember them.
Nope.
And so that is awesome. And you want to see, and they've played a pretty clean season. They have not had a lot of penalties, and that's a really good thing they can build off of. They've got another high-powered offense coming in here next week, Richland. That's a team that, is ranked in state on a, perennial basis and that does, a really good job. So they got another tough opponent next week. But after playing, Aledo here tonight, hopefully that's something they can really build off of. Richland up 49-23 over the Broncos in the third quarter. And so Birdville over the Pirates, 35-14 was the final. And then we've mentioned it several times, Denton Ryan 43-14 over Keller Fossil Ridge. And so it'll be interesting to see next week. It won't be the Aledo Bearcats for sure, but Richland Royals, nothing to sneeze at for sure. And that'll be a good matchup for sure. All right. Well, hey, for Ferdy and John and for Terrence, I'm Donnie. Thanks for joining us here on the BBM. We'll be back at home next week. Come out and watch the game. If not, be sure to check us out here on the BBN on YouTube. And as always, we say,
Go Bears.
Thanks for joining us here on the BBN. There are several ways to keep up with us here at the Brewer Bear Network. First of all, you can like us on Facebook. Just do a simple search for Brewer Bear Network and you'll find us. Hit the like button, and that's a great way to stay connected. Also, we have an account on Instagram. Same thing, just search for Brewer Bear Network and follow us there, and we'll keep you up to date on all things Brewer Bear athletics. Thanks again for joining us. We appreciate you.